And oh my god, we're live! Guys, we're live!
Yes.
Hello, world.
Hi.
Wait.
Hello.
Nothing caught on fire, we're good.
Okay.
Hello,
Okay.
everyone, and welcome to the bonus roll. Let's see here now. We got a few announcements. Let me just barrel through these as I remember. GM's Brew is on temporary hiatus while I upend my entire life and haul it across country. We will be trying to maintain regular streams of Second Sight Agency because I am prone to making bad decisions and carrying them out.
I have one thing when you get done.
Oh, go for it, hon.
So, you should not open your packages you're really excited about, super fast and excited about. Because I got these songs from Sideways, from that old comic I liked that was black and white and it's not up anymore. And I got a handwritten note from the guy who did the thing. And as you can tell, it's a little bit the worse for wear. But thank you, Peter Gresser.
Right. Wait a second. That's Sideways by Cassandra Fur or somebody else?
Believe so.
Snakewife was, I think, her nickname on the forums.
Yes. Oh man, I didn't know you liked that.
That's
love
actually
that
my favorite
comic.
webcomic, but it's not up anymore. And she lost the domain. But I have the music now, so.
That was a good one.
We should do a talk show about us just coming on and talking about comics that we love.
I mean, I think all of us could do that.
I got so many shows and ideas and stuff like that. We may have to do things on a monthly basis as opposed to a weekly basis in some cases. Hey, that background music you're hearing, that's provided by Sirenscape. You should definitely check them out. They're freaking awesome. Not sponsored. Just really like them.
Yes.
They good.
Let's see here now. Let's see here. I guess that's what I meant by unreliable. Okay. So, like I said, GM's Brew is going to be on temporary hiatus. We will be attempting to maintain regular episodes of Second Sight Agency. Oh, wow. That is a really tiny picture. Oh, well. As you can see, there's only 4 of us today. Unfortunately, Tux could not be here. I would like to take a moment to say congratulations to Meryl. Happy anniversary.
Aw. Thank you.
Let's see here now. Wow, I actually only had a short list of announcements today. Let's see. If you're watching this on Twitch, please subscribe. We are really pushing for 50 followers. Basically, there is I don't know if you've ever gone into the Twitch dashboard and looked at it, but there are achievements for hitting certain milestones. And if we hit 50 followers and get 5 people talking, we can unlock VIP status and give people who view with us regularly VIP markers, which I don't think will actually do anything, but it'll give them a little badge that says, hey, you're a VIP.
Yeah.
We also plan on giving away a Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, stream quality is good. Okay, hey, we're back. Okay, hi, can you hear us? Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Please bear with any technical difficulties because Faraday is missing. He's not here to troubleshoot for us.
I will be very happy to blame Faraday for everything that has happened so far today.
Aww.
Okay. Hey, I mean, There we go.
Yeah.
I don't know what is up with... Really? I don't know what's up with my lighting.
It's I think you might need to throw the blinds on because you're putting the light is going directly onto your camera.
And then... Oh, that could be it. Hold on. Nope, that's the wrong direction.
Well, you
Perfect!
got a nice warrior of light thing going on, but
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going
So
to have
if you
to...
want to be dark and mysterious,
I mean,
if
you
wanna
could
play
just close the curtain some. I mean, that is the other solution.
I really don't want to get up right now.
You know,
I mean, I'm having light issues too. I loaned mine out and didn't get to pick them back up because I was sick. So
yeah,
I
I'm going
mean,
to say that if you want to role play the mysterious man in the dark corner, all you have to do is lean a little to the left.
Okay, so, I lost track of... Oh, yeah.
that works for me too, right? Yeah.
So, yeah, where was I? All right. Subscribe if... Wait, no. Yeah. Subscribe on YouTube, like, comment, to basically tell us we're doing a great job and give us encouragement. We are now partnered with blinds.media. I was in a class with the people that run that, and it's a really interesting podcast. They're more of talk show based, but they are working on setting up a 24-hour stream in which the bonus roll episodes, or at least the audio, will be included as a part of it. So
Yay.
check out blinds.media, and they'll have a link to our podcast episodes going forward. You can still find our podcast episodes on things like Google Podcast and Anchor and Breaker, and I can't remember the rest right now. But we're getting out there. Holy crap, guys, we're getting out there. Yeah!
we are. The revolution has begun.
Yes, yes, yes.
I am so hyped, I want to roll some dice.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else to
like,
buy
so
myself
how
time,
about-
so I think we should get this rolling. Oh, I forgot to click
All right,
record
let's
again.
introduce ourselves.
I forgot to click record
Oh.
again. Everyone,
Well, good thing
introduce
we got
yourself
them
while I yell
started.
at myself.
All right.
All right.
I am Demage, and I play Griggum, the goblin drunken master monk of the Selesnya Enclave. He's like out to better himself and hopefully teach goblin kind better ways. It's like,
How's that going for you?
yeah.
I mean, I think we're all hitting a few snags with our goals at the moment.
Yeah, but you work with the tools you got.
Yeah. I am Merle. I play Rail Corvino, knowledge cleric, member of the Simic Combine, researcher, fashion plate, and currently engaged in making sure a soft, bright soul regrets it ever crossed us.
I'm Ingrid Corviday. I play a Golgari shaman, and mostly right now she's
Thank you.
kind of trying to deal with the fact that she doesn't know what's happening with the company or remember joining it, and deal with their daily stuff.
Oh, right.
We are
I'm
currently
so used to
missing-
there being more of that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, we're currently missing Faradir, who is my research partner and tentacle monster.
Research
playing a
partner,
Simic
tentacle monster.
hybrid,
So,
and who in last episode pantsed a person. So
well,
Well,
in a
yeah.
previous episode, yes.
They had it coming.
Okay, so speaking of people getting pantsed... Oh,
this is our illustrious GM. He's like,
oh, I'm not important.
you are very important. You are the center of our universe right now.
No, I am... Where am I? I am on the upper right-hand screen.
Mm.
That's why we need Faradir here, so you can be back in the center.
No, you end up being in center, Elizabeth.
Yes, that's accurate. Anyway, where was I? Okay, we left off. Previously, y'all had an encounter with Gruul, who, through various means, convinced y'all to allow her to teleport y'all into the middle of a Gruul incursion.
I mean, it wasn't what I wanted to do with the day, but
having
We've
cemented
had worse days.
Yeah. Having cemented support with Grigum's monastery, y'all set out on a kind of tour de force of the various hubs of guild activity within the Barrow and Hill neighborhood. Y'all
Yes.
managed.
First visit the Izzet.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to climb their tower to get a view of what the situation was at the battlefield. And unfortunately, they put up their shield, which, hey, good news for us is it's zapping anything that's flying that comes near it. And it's
Yeah.
that's great. And
Additional bright side.
Downside is.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say downside is that we can't enter it, so we have to make our way to our second. Highest point or equally highest point but our second location, which is a Boros Legion tower. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of Gruul between us and them right now.
We were heading to the Rakdos next,
yes.
weren't
Good
we?
news is we are now making our way towards the Rakdos to see if we can, in the most brilliant plan possible, stir them up and send them out there to see if they can cut a path for us. And this is thankfully is after we talk to the Dramir to see if they can get an agent who's already over there to pass on a message that, hey, help is coming. With help being the loosest definition possible right now.
Was that only in the was that only an agent with the Boros, or did they have a Rakdos agent too? I don't remember.
I believe we mostly wanted to let the Boros know because we were
Okay.
trying to cut across Gruul. We wanted to make sure that they could identify friend from foe, and also the fact that we were going to cause a whole lot of chaos along the way. So
I still have zero idea what argument we're really going to give the Rakdos. Just as a FYI.
Now,
I think we've got some aces in our pocket for that one.
So, as an aside, y'all did meet Kimmeister Kretel when y'all visited the Izzet. She dispelled the enchantments that were on Ingrid, so she is no longer 12 years old or 4 inches higher.
She also basically threw in her support by saying, hey, I'm giving you a sending stone. We have artillery. Tell us where to drop it and we'll drop it.
Yeah. She gave y'all a little. It's about that big of a sending stone that you can communicate with her once per day with. Let's see here. Y'all visited the Sanctum of the Bright Soul. Let Asaf know that coin that she really, really wanted ain't going to be showing up anytime soon. She reacted.
Yeah.
It's in the hands of a planeswalker. What are we going to do?
Got stiffed for our pay.
Yes, but at least
You did not kill us. That is a good point.
At least we're not dead. Hey, don't knock it. Sometimes you just ain't lucky.
We're just about to the point that we're going to need a recap show.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. That'll be fun.
Maybe we get to episode 30 and then do it.
Just dramatic retellings of what happened to us.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I will start scouting for someone to over-enthusiastically tell people about what happened in the previous episodes.
Previously on Second Sight Agency. I can do a good voice.
Hey, if you're in the chat, do me a favor and just shout something out. The more people we have talking in chat, the more likely we are to get more people showing up. So, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm kidding. Don't worry about it. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy it.
What number am I thinking now?
We love you, random chat man.
Thank you, Cooper. Okay, so I believe it was about midday.
I put my guess for the number.
That's a pretty good guess. So it was about midday when y'all finished at the Sanctum of the Bright Soul, as I remember, getting us closer to evening. Y'all weren't ready for a nap, but it's getting oh, yeah. It's about that 5 o'clock feeling. Know what I mean?
It's
It's 11:32, but yes.
Griggum
mean,
immediately
just in time
uncorks the bottle and is like,
just in time to get to Rakdos right as the party's coming into swing, right?
Yeah. So,
yes. He's like,
Oh dear.
and I'm gonna start.
Yeah, Zinker's not worried about that at all.
So as y'all are leaving the Bright Soul Plaza, Faradir kind of starts slowing down and looking around. Y'all remember that this is roughly the area y'all found him in when he had disappeared earlier. And he starts kind of drifting off to the side, looks over to you like, hey guys, I'm gonna go check something out. I'll meet up with y'all at Sunhome.
All right. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Oh,
Keep a good eye on him, Kay.
Kay
If you're
kinda
part
like-
of the Patreon group, you'll get to see his one shot. No, I'm kidding.
I
No,
mean,
I'm kidding.
it depends
an
on how
idea,
long he's
but-
gone. It depends on how long he's gone. Alexi 351, thank you for following us. Oh, I'm glad you like the
Much
interface.
appreciated.
That puts us at 45 followers, guys. 5 away. 5 away. I may have to
Yes.
make a trip and go.
Finally, we're finally a factor of 5.
It's been bugging me too. Okay.
On the downside, we're now vulnerable to level 5 death.
Final Fantasy jokes. Anyway,
Means we need another player, follower, whatever.
Okay. So y'all watch as Faradir lopes off towards the north, and I'm going to go ahead and transition y'all's map to transition y'all's view to the map, so y'all can figure out directionality and stuff like that. Plus, I like
Okay,
showing
not
off
a
this
combat
damn
map, just the zones map.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, no, y'all aren't in combat yet. Y'all are still hanging out roughly around here. Y'all were asking about where the Millennial Anchor is, and it is at the junction of the 4th and the 1st Precinct, so roughly in this area.
yeah.
Okay, so we'll be heading closer towards it.
Yeah, it's just inside the Azorius blockade.
Now, we did.
I mean, they would protect that. I mean, they would put extra effort in.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm sure the Gruul would want to get to that. Like, that's probably like Gruul target number 1.
I mean, yeah, there's a reason why the Millennial Platform is about 3 miles up in the air.
So yeah, we had discussed back and forth the last session about whether or not to go down to the like monastery first. It's like, get our bearings and then make a beeline straight for Rakdos. It's like, their Murder Colosseum, whatever it's called. It's like,
Yeah, the Murder
I think
Colosseum.
this
And
is
the
what it's
only
called.
person with an entrance ticket just left us.
You know, the Murder Colosseum
Not that I know
is
he
just
has one, but
is
yeah.
just a name. It's actually an amphitheater.
Oh, stop looking at my nail
Fair.
notes.
to be fair, it's like, sometimes they are one and the same building. Anyway,
True.
that said, I think we finally decided that it would probably be best if we made just a beeline straight for here, like to save some time and to avoid further building up of impending forces. So it's like,
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's get a move on.
So it's getting later in the evening. Y'all are making for the Murder Colosseum. What I had told y'all previously was y'all had to get 7 successes, I believe, before y'all got 3 failures. That was with a different party composition. In order to make it from where y'all currently are to the Rakdos base, you will instead need to make 4 successes before you accumulate 2 failures.
all right, we've got a 50-50 chance here.
So, we can go in a particular initiative order, or y'all can go one after the other. Just tell me what you're doing to help move y'all along the path without dealing with a Gruul incursion.
I offer performance in that we do YMCA as we go along. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I've got a boost in performance, but
Just start a flash mob and get the Gruul just distracted for a bit, and then...
I mean, y'all are heading to the Rakdos.
I mean, I've got the survival skill. That's like probably the most obvious one. So, do we want to throw that out as a first attempt?
Go for it.
And I would like to have Watcher help me.
Okay, so how are you using
Okay.
survival?
I thought he could help me spot like tracks and pathways. And
Okay,
stuff,
so
but if not,
you're
I'll just
looking.
roll.
So you and Watcher are looking for tracks and following the movement of the Gruul through the area.
Yeah, I figure if we follow their paths, but listen really carefully, maybe they'll just think we're part of the patrol.
All right.
We do have Frederick, who looks
you
very
still
dead
have
Gruul.
that. Yeah, I forgot about Freddy. Dead Freddy.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your survival roll.
Drop dead, Fred.
Straight roll?
It's a survival roll.
Oh, well, non-natural 20 if there's no help from Watcher.
No, Watcher can help.
So, advantage?
Yeah.
Non-natural 20.
Okay. So between you and Watcher, with Watcher providing a limited scope aerial view, you'll manage to.
Well, he can't fly very high right now.
He
It's
can.
dangerous.
He can't fly very high safely, but he can get up above the building line and provide you like a mental image of the surrounding area. Between the two of you, you guide your group through a couple treacherous patrol paths. All right, who's next?
I shall use persuasion to simply say, "We aren't the group you're looking for." No. I'm kidding. All right. I think I might just double back down with acrobatics if anyone objects. It's like
That's fine.
do more rooftop wheelies.
Okay,
Since
so
we are pretty much on, since we pretty much are along 10th Street, I want to say.
yeah, y'all pretty
least
much
the
traveling
wall
along 10th Street. So you're
So it's
basically
a lot of urban.
yeah, you're basically guiding the group on like a parkour trip.
Yes, it's is anyone able to assist me, or am I flying the solo for you guys?
With acro.
In this
No,
case,
no,
I
I
would
can-
say someone would need to be trained in acrobatics to provide assistance.
Yeah, that I am not.
All
I'm
right.
not.
How about Watcher? No, I'm kidding.
Let me check my spells for a second.
Watcher goes like,
I
He'll
could,
just
I could
ping you
use
like the
insensibility.
opposite view of everything you're jumping over, so you can see the other side.
I mean, if
Would-
you want to drop
would-
enhanceability.
Yeah, would Cat's Grace help with this?
that would give him advantage because it's a dexterity check.
And I will do that.
All right, what form
All
does
right.
the Cat's Grace spell take for you?
Form does it take?
Now I'm just imagining you asked that, and now all I can imagine is Brigham suddenly getting cat ears and a tail.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. What's
You
the
know?
goblin version of a Camino Mini? I didn't say that right.
Oh my god. Come on, Mimi. You know, I'm just going to say that Rail hums a little bit of music under his breath, and it sounds kind of like memories all alone in the moon.
I feel like the cat
very
ears and
far.
tail thing would be really cute on our goblin
You
if
know
he
what?
got to keep his goblin ears and have the cat ears.
Oh my god! Yeah, you know what? Yes,
Double ear.
spectral cat ears and a tail.
Oof.
Okay,
Go
so
for it.
there's like a little shiver up your spine, Griggum, as the spell takes effect, and like little energy spectral aura feline features kind of mask over your body. So for the next, I believe it's hour, as long as Rail maintains concentration, you have advantage on
It is war.
Suddenly,
Goblin
dexterity skill check.
whiskers!
Yeah.
suddenly, suddenly, Grigum has become Dixon.
I mean,
All right, rolling my golden advantage dice. All right, we got ourselves 11 and a 17. Plus with 7 would make it 24. It's like,
Okay, so Brigham kind of leads the group up on top of a building, and there's a couple patrols passing underneath, and he guides you like from rooftop to rooftop with like quick little hops. You have a little trouble with the damn zombie, and at a couple points you just have to literally.
I'm willing to say that. I'm willing to think that I can't guide them entirely with parkour, but I'm like that one character in some games where they're futzing about in the background and dealing with obstacles to get them out of the way for the rest of the party.
I can see,
that
like,
kind of thing.
Yeah, when you're climbing, like, the biggest obstacle is dealing with the zombie. So there's a couple places where you just literally pick him up and huck him across the street to the next building.
oh my god.
And sometimes my contribution is just to open a gate, like, and everyone else goes through.
Thank you very much for following Valexion. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but really appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so that's 2 successes. Y'all just need another 2. Rail, I believe you are up now.
Yes. What Ingrid use again?
She used survival. And
Then I think I'll just go straight out.
Straight out what?
Stealth. We go
Stealth?
sneaky, sneaky.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely a better one for you than me.
Yep. We gotta keep us careful and quiet.
I'm not trained in stealth, but I have a +4 in dexterity. Can I aid?
In this case, I will allow it because it's less of a learned skill stealthing and more of a just keeping an eye out on things. The current party level is 5th. The D&D Beyond Live overlay should be active on the right side of the screen if you want to take a look at character sheets and stuff. But yeah, no. Parkour is a little bit more specialized than, sticking to the shadows and stuff. So I'll allow you to use, give him advantage.
Okay, so I will roll stealth.
I love Ginger.
And that's no good.
You rolled with
And
advantage?
that's a natural 20.
Woo!
Well, the first roll was a 5. The second roll was a 20 plus 8. So, yeah.
Well,
That's a nat 20 there.
20s count as 2 successes, so y'all managed to get to the underground, the Rakdos Underground Club. Y'all have been in this area before. Oh, sorry, I made an assumption about being on a computer. My bad, Vexillion. Our players are currently level 5. We have a monk, a warlock, and a cleric/ranger. Where was I? Okay. Y'all been in this area before after the Rakdos took it over. The biggest thing you note as you travel through is that much of the area has been just utterly decimated and laid waste to. Y'all will actually be passing fairly close to where the Second Sight Agency was if y'all want to swing by there.
Will it cost us a skill detour, or can we just swing by?
You can swing by, but you'll have to make one more skill check.
I think so far we're good. We haven't gotten any failures. And it's like,
just take the win and go. Don't take the temptation.
No. I think we should drop by. We're in a good place right now. It's like, I don't think we'll suffer too much if we make a quick detour, because we do need to check up on our stuff. And it's like,
okay,
especially because we did put in insurance for our. Like, I feel like we should have put in insurance for our not only our place but for our employees.
So
So I want to make sure that like they're in a good place.
okay, so y'all see a straight shot to the Rakdos Underground Club, but you get that temptation in the back of your head, and instead of taking the straight shot, you detour a little north. I'm sorry, a little south towards where Pearl Plaza Park is and where the agency is. Going through, you see more and more desolation and destroyed buildings until you finally come upon the Barrow Hill Street that the agency is on. Across the street is the raised remains of a park, just absolutely burned to the ground. Ashes scattered and blowing in the hot wind. There's even a few small fires still burning in the area. And across the street, you see the remains of what was the strip center that the agency was on, just completely flattened. Rubble strewn about the place, small fires burning in areas. As you stand there and look over, there's a little kind of pang of, oh, it's gone. Then a rock falls and you get a very, have a very tense moment of crap, did something hear that?
Well, no wonder you sent us the spell book.
Oh well. It's like, at least nobody's in there.
Do you check?
Yes, we check.
Alright, make an investigation check for me with disadvantage because you're trying to do this stealthily, I assume.
Straight D20 rolls. Anyone help?
I can help. I've got my temporary hit points from armor, so I'm a little less in danger from the rebel. So I'll help.
Well, I'm a little more concerned about the fact that I have a +0 and I'm rolling at disadvantage. Does anyone have a investigation skill higher than 0?
I do.
Would you like to lead this then, please, good sir?
You don't mind letting Rail lead? Yeah.
Yes, please. That's why you're here. We're a team.
Right. So this is with disadvantage?
Unless we get aid.
If you're leading it and Grigum is helping you, it's just a straight roll.
Okay, so look
and
at the
Frederick
dice.
And I will be lookouts while they're doing that.
Okay.
I need you to 17.
Okay.
Oh.
Zizva.
No, 16.
16. Zizva, since you and Frederick are keeping lookout, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Well, it's really me and Watcher doing lookout, and Frederick being the.
You're making sure
backup.
He feels good about it. It's kind of like giving the dog a backpack.
He is an executive lookout.
Only a 13.
Okay, it seems pretty clear. Rail, between you and Grigum, y'all shift through the rubble of where the agency used to be. You don't find any bodies or anything like that. You do find a lot of broken and burned furniture. You do manage to find one decanter of alcohol that is sealed and is not broken.
Yes, I am keeping this.
Okay then.
But you get the general.
It looks like everyone got out.
You get the general impression that from the destruction, you do not see any bodies, you do not see any paperwork or anything that resembles records. So you are under the impression that everyone managed to get out, and someone managed to get out while preserving what paperworks and stuff that y'all had been holding on to.
I mean, that office manager, she's very efficient.
Yes.
I'd feel better if she wasn't being blackmailed into it, probably by the guild agency, but she's very efficient.
I don't feel that she's being blackmailed. I'm thinking of the right person. Who are we talking about again?
A Cathal Rose Fury. Ingrid is under the assumption that she's being blackmailed into her manager position.
For those of y'all just joining us now, Cathal Rose Fury is a very angry elf bounty hunter that has been managing the Second Sight Agency for the agents.
She's an elf.
Yeah.
I thought she was a minotaur.
Blackmail.
I honestly thought she was a minotaur.
Easy mistake to make.
That's very great. That feels very
I
Griggum.
have some different assumptions about Cathal right now.
I mean, you know Griggum, all of those not like to him.
Okay. Wow. I was like, I need to update my notes. This is a grievous error. Her last name is Wind Fury. Why would I think elf?
She's
Because
a very
Wind
angry
Fury.
elf. Oh, this is going to be
If I
beautiful.
didn't know minotaurs were in the setting, I would have thought orc.
I need a second to breathe. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. To all of our viewers, this is what our game is like. Please join us every week. Okay, so
And I thought to myself, there's no way a minotaur could be blackmailed into this. And it's like, she's an elf. What?
I like your theory, Cooper.
Just for reference, just in case you weren't sure, Rail's a human.
No one's quite sure what Fairdeer is.
I know what a human looks like.
Okay, so it's starting to get on
Right, we're
towards
just
the
like a
evening at this
minotaur,
point.
except for the pointy ears.
It's starting to
Yeah.
God damn it.
So our last skill check to make it. What are we gonna do?
I believe it is back to Ingrid's turn now.
Sure. Can I use Arcana to try to time our movements when the shield and stuff is active and drawing attention?
So you're using Arcana to analyze the lightning shield around the Nyx to see when it's like powering up and waiting for that as like a sign that's good to move, right? Am I understanding that?
Yeah, go, go, go. They're distracted.
Yeah, go ahead and make your Arcana roll.
Ooh. Can I assist with that? I'm trained in Arcana.
You are trained in Arcana, I will say go ahead.
Okay.
Because what's the point of having a knowledge cleric if he doesn't know a shit ton of stuff?
Okay, with
Exactly.
assistance, that
Yeah,
is a 17.
17? Like, you kind of watch it and you see, like, the drake starting to swarm towards it, and you hear, like, in the distance the sound of cannon fire. Boom, boom. And then the shield just pulses and streamers of lightning shoot out and jump from drake to drake, and you go, 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 go! And you'll rush back towards the rest of the way to the old subtram station that the Rakdos had taken over. Y'all had seen this place a couple times. Only Griggum, as near as I remember, has actually been down into the subtram station. Oh, Doom Knight, thank you for following. Let's see here, where was I? Subtram station. The area around it is mostly... It looks like they've just given it a rough once-over. A couple of broken buildings, a couple divots in the ground, but nothing as egregious as just the raise and strip that has happened beforehand. You get the feeling that the Gruul have not been here more than once or twice.
Alright, I'm like, can use that to our advantage then.
Oh, wow. We're up to, I believe that's 46. That's a...
Very cool.
I am going to go post in general on that one. I think it's I'm going to post for a second.
Okay. So, I'm going to continue on. The outside of the hub station is just like an ordinary street, but you can tell that iconography and signage has been long torn down, and Rakdos gang tagging has gone up in its place. You can hear coming from the underground stairway like hushed voices, but too quiet to really make much out. Y'all have arrived.
Thank goodness.
All right.
So, yep, we're here.
So, we survived.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure.
Wow. It was in question for a while.
More a yes than a no?
She pats Watcher's head.
Yes, but actually no. No. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
Watcher's an undead pseudo dragon, by the way, for anyone
Oh.
watching.
We never actually revealed that he was undead.
Yeah, that's news to me. Rail does not know.
That's why he was
Explain
skittering and digging his nails in, and why I couldn't approach you in combat when you did the spells.
Aww.
And I said, Watcher doesn't like that. Don't do that.
Well, I'm a cleric.
I feel like they've been together like a lot of time. Like, I feel like he'd have probably noticed Watcher was undead by now, but if not, sorry for the reveal.
I mean, y'all would have noticed that Watcher doesn't eat and doesn't sleep.
Well, I just figured that's how familiars work.
I thought he was trying to impress me.
Well, that cat's out of the bag.
That is, yeah. Oh, so now we know. And
Well, I did have him nibbling food, so I mean that could have been misleading.
yeah, that's, you know what? Let's just roll with it. All right. So, destination. What's next on the agenda?
Well, y'all are y'all are basically, it's roughly about 8-9 o'clock at night, hanging out outside of a Rakdos underground club until y'all go down the stairs into the club itself.
So what do we hear? What's the sound like?
You hear hushed voices. You don't hear like loud music or anything like. Actually, go ahead and make me a perception roll, all of y'all, because y'all don't have Mr. I have a 19 passive perception.
Excuse me.
Watcher
I
got
have-
a 19.
I have a 20 passive perception.
Watcher's the new fair deer.
Wait, you have a 20 passive
wait,
perception?
Aha.
I have a 20 passive perception, yes.
I got
So
myself.
19 passive perception.
I got myself a 21 with a +1 to perception.
Ingrid got like a
Robert.
3.
I need to update my
Expertise.
list of everyone's passives.
Because I have expertise,
Yeah, you have
And
expertise and
the,
you have the observant or something.
knowledge cleric
Yeah,
thing.
that's it.
What's it called? It doesn't actually have a name. It's just a knowledge cleric thing.
Knowledge cleric,
Oh yeah,
big brain energy.
exactly. So yeah, so if I have a 20 passive perception, do I still need to roll?
I mean, you don't have to roll, but passives are generally perceived as the bottom floor. So my default is if you roll less than your passive, you just automatically bump to your passive.
Okay. Good, because I rolled a 10.
Which is why, I'm still having Tux roll, and I tell him like, "Hey, yeah, I'm taking into account your passive." I guess I never explained that fully to him, Mister. Yeah, why am I not getting? Anyway, where was I? Okay, you don't hear you. Well, 20. God damn you. You hear hushed voices
Sorry.
as you approach, and very faint sounds of talking in the distance. No real music, though you do hear like a low-level hum in the background. Just like almost a staticky hum. Like, it's like almost like someone's crumpling paper behind your ear.
Hey, Reeve, shouldn't there be music?
Reeve kind of looks, I mean, you can't, I mean, if it wasn't a, incursion, maybe, but you really want to draw attention?
Okay, I was just curious.
And besides, like, they aren't strictly about music, you know? They're like,
I do use the oh, sorry, Vixel is asking a question. Passives are passive, and I do take them into account in some situations, especially when I'm doing scene description, but I also treat them as the basement, the lowest floor level. So in the case of having players roll, they will always get their passive if they roll lower, but if they roll higher than their passive, then they have a chance to do better than their passive as something catches their attention. DM's brew.
Alright.
Okay, so
Well, I mean, I don't know if there's supposed to be music or not. I've only been in a club once.
I mean, sometimes I don't really. I mean, the boss doesn't make me show up because I'm working for y'all.
and you know that's fair. I was like, so, I was like, onwards and downwards?
Onwards and downwards. It's the way to go.
Okay, so Grigum, you've been here before while it was under construction, but is drastically changed since then. The stairway that was once had no handhelds or anything like that is now has barbed wire wrapped banisters attached to the wall.
I was about to say, if you say railings, I'm going to call BS on that.
Or what now?
And-
I thought he went to the other one. Okay.
No, this is
I thought
the
he
one
went to the other one.
No.
Okay.
They have embedded railing in the wall, but wrapped it in barbed wire. And then as you go about halfway down, which is like maybe 4 feet, there's now barbed wire stretched across the stairway from side to side, as well as up and down, forming a kind of 3D barbed wire maze. I'm going to need everyone to make a straight dexterity roll to kind of get your way through it.
Already. Like, of course, Cat's Grace is long since.
Yeah, it's been over
Yeah, it's
an
been
hour
a
at
few
this
hours.
point.
Yeah.
And during the lighter walking points, I've been renewing my armor, so I left it up on my hit points. Is that still fine?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ugh.
Hang on. So, what were we rolling again?
Just straight
Dex.
dexterity.
Oh dear. So
18.
that's a. Why is this not loading? 11.
Okay.
I got
And-
a 9.
Frederick's not going in.
All right. So Rail and Grigum, you squirm your way
Well.
through, taking 19 points of damage.
Eesh.
As like the razor wire just because this is like a good 6 feet downward of barbed wire maze. Ingrid,
Yeah.
you take half of that, which is, I believe, 19 divided by 2. Round. Math. I believe that's 10.
9 or 10, whichever one. Okay.
Rounded.
So no. So
Okay.
as Ingrid goes through, a couple of the strands get cold and break.
Yeah.
But her armor wears off and melts by the end.
Okay, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself. Brigham, how are you?
On a pain index of 2, I'm at a 1.
So how's Reeve doing?
Oh, right.
Pain index. Huh?
That's a natural 20.
I
Half.
don't think I quite understand. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm going to cast Cure Wounds twice. Once on myself, once on.
Reeve kind of like.
So Reeve is
so
doing
I
great,
heal
right?
No, he takes
I heal back
damage too.
8.
It's almost impossible to get
Brigham.
through this with the.
Brigham, you heal back.
Oh wait, no.
Oh, another 8.
Yeah, 18.
So each of us heals 8.
So yeah, Reeve kind of like.
You heal. Sorry, Brigham heals 8. I cast Cure Wounds on myself and
Okay.
All right.
Reeve goes through. He takes 9 points of damage as well. So him and Ingrid just kind of like swoop through it. There's like a couple points where it's just impossible to get through without, because like the wire goes like this, and you kind of just have to scrape through.
Griggum is at a disadvantage because he wears nothing but loose clothing.
But you know, man,
Ingrid kind of like wedges her armor in and then like does a leg over.
Reeve
One
just
gets a good
kind of like
eyeball.
ducks and almost like military on his elbows and stomach crawls through parts of it.
Well, Ingrid wears pants and a skirt, so she can be a good adventurer and still curtsy. So
I am just gonna say, so Griggum, when I heal you,
Mhm.
it gets really quiet around you, and all of a sudden you can just smell, like, you know that old book smell. Like, you ever been in the back of a secondhand bookstore, right around all the rare books that they really don't want to sell, but they keep on the shelves because they want to show them off?
I'm sorry, did you say a Mexican bookstore?
Second-hand
Second-hand.
bookstore.
I was about to say. He was like,
No, a second-hand bookstore, which may or may not be in Mexico.
second-hand.
Oh,
Yes, I am familiar with the smell.
Just for a second, it's like you're standing in the back of a bookstore, and it smells of old leather bindings and old pages. And then everything's back to normal, and you're healed up for 8.
guys, I dropped my metal D4, and I'm very paranoid about moving right now.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That is a D4, that's a caltrop.
It's like, where did you go? Oh god.
well, I guess you're not getting up for break.
You may not survive. We'll have to.
Okay.
Just be very, very careful.
So, the normal Izzet Subtram rooms have generally a book goblin, a food vendor of some sort, and a ticket master who handles who is coming and who is going. That has all been stripped out. There is like a short, low bar along one side of the room, and a kind of like a wagon, like a book cart wagon, but instead of books, it's just like stacked up with bladed weaponry next to the entryway. The ticket taker stand has been torn down completely and rebuilt with a Barker podium. As y'all come down, a pink scaled Vashino with like black grease paint on the face and the tail like at y'all from around the corner.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Reeve kind of like holds out his hands. He's like, guys, this is well, you've met her before. Gesturing to Graham, this is Emmy. He's one of the constructors.
Yeah, it's good seeing you again. It's like,
And then scuttles off a little bit. Looking around the room now that like you're fully in there, there's maybe 4 other people in this area. The hallways that the trams come out of have been torn down, and then so instead of being 2 separate hallways, there's just one big opening with a curtain built across it, just slightly open. The barker in the stand like leans forward, laughs at you up. It's come on, come on.
Right. I was like, and just start making my way over there. Like,
Okay.
So, you got tickets?
It's kind of walking behind Reeve.
Reeve like kind of looks over his shoulder and smiles a little at Ingrid. It's like, it's okay, we're good.
we were hoping to get some. I was like,
Well, I mean, we can get you tickets if you want some tickets. Do you want some tickets?
yeah, we want some tickets. What do you got? I was like,
I got some tickets. There's the well, no, don't count you. He points at Reeves. There's the 3 of you then. Okay, that's 2 jokes.
I was like, I got this. I was like, when does a joke become a dad joke? When it's apparent.
Like,
Yeah.
make a performance check for me, just to check delivery.
Do I have advantage for making you laugh?
Yes, I will give you advantage.
That's some good roll.
Double 14s plus 3, 17. It's like,
That's like a 1 in 400 chance.
yeah.
Well, if it can be double any number, like 1 in 20, but yeah.
He kind of like chuckles. Okay, so that's 1.
Do you want me to keep this ball rolling, or should somebody else try? Back to the rest of my crew.
If you've got it, go with it.
So a centaur walks into a bar, and the bartender asks, "Why the?"
Make a performance check.
All right. When in doubt, old bad jokes are the best. And you know what? I am going to burn knowledge of the ages to
Totally
give
not
myself.
going to need that.
All right. I'm not
No.
going to need it. All right.
You're fine. Go ahead and use it.
We should go for it. I was like,
I mean,
who's better than you?
you're probably going to rest soon.
Fair enough. All right. So
Best
that's
among the raptors.
14
Yeah.
plus 4. So 18. Did I have advantage or no?
Nah. First person to make me laugh will
Okay,
get
so
advantage. Okay. so
18.
the guy like chuckles in his okay. He kind of waves at Emmy. So let him through. Let him through. It's like Emmy kind of, but moves off to the side.
All right. So we're not dead yet. Call that a win.
By the way, I don't trust those stairs back there. I was like, they're always up to something.
Yeah, you got to keep out the
Oh,
undesirables.
gosh.
Yeah. I was like,
So, y'all go through the open curtainway into what was originally a tunnel, about maybe 20 feet back, and this is in almost pitch darkness, so there's just barely enough light to keep from tripping over stuff. The way has been just walled off, and a crevice-like opening has been carved into the stone. You can hear more voices coming from down that stairway.
All right. Now, shall we greet the natives?
I have one more joke in reserve.
We've got to find a stage manager, I guess.
Okay, so I'm going to need a marching order as y'all descend the stairs.
Yeah,
I'll go
I
second.
will go. And you know what? So the guy at the door, what was he wearing? Like,
very much like a Barker's outfit, a red jacket, black edging, white undershirt, matching pants.
okay, have we seen anybody else around here? Anyone else in here?
You saw the Shino in clown makeup, and there were 2 other stagehands up in the upper level too, but you didn't really interact with them.
Okay.
Ingrid would like
I'm
to
going
prestidigitation her hair black.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to use the code of many and to kind of make it look intentionally beat up, you know?
Okay, like 2
Like
days
that
on the
very
road.
special kind. No, more like, yeah, my jeans are ripped. Yeah, there's cuts slashed in my sleeves. That's the way it's supposed to look.
Okay.
Fashionably, just whatever the word is. You know what I mean.
Distressed.
I look
Fashionably distressed. Thank you.
over myself, a goblin cut up and with ruined clothing. He's like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Yep. All right, and I'll lead the way.
Okay.
I'm just kind of pulling my cloak closed a little more.
Okay, so Rail is in the front, Grigum is second, and Ingrid is third.
Sure.
Okay, and Grigum is the only person with dark vision, right?
There is
yeah.
Watcher's assistance with me.
Okay. Go ahead and another follower. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Kawatachi? I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Rail, go ahead and make me a perception check with disadvantage because you're leading the way down the stairway in the dark.
All right. Let's see how this goes. That is a 16 and natural 1. Ugh.
Oh, okay. So
Ooh.
you're kind of like, and Grigum's all like, watch out, and you're just face first into the first part of the tunnel where it sharply curves to the right.
Oof.
You take like 1 point of bludgeoning damage, but you start following the wall,
Ow.
like down until you reach the ground level, and
Okay. After that, I'm going to use Produce Flame.
okay, so you enter this large,
No.
hand-carved open area. As you bring up the flame, the light from the fire mixes with the torchlight that's already in here. You see 2 long tables with benches at each end. A deep crevice in the center of the room, maybe from just looking at from where you are, maybe a good 8-10 feet deep. And at the far end of the room, a raised wood lacquered throne with a figure lounging on it. That's maybe 40 feet away from you. This is a fairly large space, and the tables all have people sitting at it, eating and talking. As you come in, like almost in unison, the talking stops, and the heads like turn towards y'all.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. When you said that he lifted his flame and it started to mix with something, I'm like, oh no, don't let it be gunpowder. Don't let this be the Rue Goldberg machine of Rakdos.
Okay, it's a little orb of fire above my head. It's not like burning everything around me or anything.
I know.
Gunpowder
It's just
can't
like-
be carried in the
worried.
air.
Fire. Yeah.
Like,
Actually, like this,
don't-
a flickering flame appears in your hand, so I'm just kind of like got a
Yeah,
fire on my hand, apparently not burning me.
I get that. I get that. But I don't. This is the Rakdos. I don't know what kind of BS they have going on, and they are well known for death.
I
Death
would be more
machines and
worried if it
traps.
was Is It
What
the
do you think
Rakdos,
this is?
though.
Is it? Yeah.
Well, you have to understand. Like, for the is it, that's a bug. For the Rakdos, it's a feature.
That is accurate. Okay.
Actually, that reminds me. Sorry, just as we're walking down, Vrail is just gonna say. So, I heard about an Is It mage who found out how to summon a succubus. So they research this and they look into it and they figure out the ritual and they call up the succubus. And succubus does what they do. And afterwards, the Is It researchers goes, okay, well, yes, that was wonderful, but I'm trying to figure out how to blow things up.
Welcome to our minimum PG-13 stream. You know, I had to go in and flag our videos as not made for children on YouTube.
Okay. I'm happy to help us keep that up.
This is your moment of zen. I'm sorry, I can't.
I love that after that our viewer count started going up again. Everyone that's watching, thank you, welcome. Please say something in chat so we know you're having fun. Okay, so maybe 20-foot wide, 40-foot long room, 10-foot deep crevice in the center of it, 2 rows of tables with people just sitting there staring at you.
Oh. And I looked at the rest of my group and like, shall we? And like,
Yeah, so they're already all staring at us.
Everyone at the tables are staring at you. There is a figure sitting on the throne that's like 40 feet away that you're having a little trouble making out.
Let's see.
What
Think
What
equilibrium.
color? What colors are Rakdos associated with?
Red and black.
Red and black for the most part.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy. And I'm going to make the little flame in my hand flicker in red and black intertwined, which flames should not be able to do. And then snuff it out and go, so, is this where the party is?
Like a few of the people that are actively actually close to y'all go like... Then,
I mean, you can relax us a little bit when she's not the first one that has to
And-
talk.
After a minute
and
or
then
two-
walk in like I own the room.
After a minute or two of watching you, everyone at the tables kind of turns back to what they're eating or talking to each other. Y'all did
Yeah,
show up
that wasn't gonna win,
pretty
right?
late in the evening.
yeah, like, no, you had to have probably done something utterly spectacular, like maybe a pyrotechnic display with the torches. I don't know.
Ah,
Heads up for next time. He's like, mostly because they're Rakdos. They do crazy shit for performances. I was like, you performing a minor light show in your hand is not going to impress them. I was like,
After a moment or two,
So-
you'll notice your gaze keeps on getting pulled to the figure on the throne.
So, Gruul,
Good
you've been
grief.
doing the overall messages for us on why we're here in the guild pack stuff. Are you taking point on this one?
well, I was like, I still have jokes up my sleeve, so I'm like, I guess I'll take
So-
the
Rail, your passive
Important question.
perception is 20, right?
yes.
You notice that Reeve is not with you.
Ah, hell. Was he with us on the stairs or no?
You
He was.
remember him getting on the
Last-
stairs with you.
The last we
And that's
know
why
of him
Ingrid
was
ended
when
up
we were
third,
getting-
even though she was following him before, I suppose.
Yeah, the thing is that they did mention Reeve being there because it's like when we were getting the ticket. It was around that point we got separated. Like, or rather, he decided not to go any further. I was like,
Okay, well,
so,
I
like,
mean,
I say we don't have to worry so much about him right now. We should, no, go ahead.
Ingrid's got like this point of, okay, it's like she gets super restless after a bit. So I guess she's going to go up towards the throne area.
I'm assuming
'Cause,
walking
I mean,
around the crevice.
She doesn't want to, but she does not idle well.
I'm
at
assuming
all.
you're walking around the crevice. That
Yes.
is on this, like, running almost the full length of the room. Okay. So you kind of approach the throne, and lounging on it is, where is his description? A man that looks like he's in his late 20s, early 30s, very lanky. His limbs are almost elongated as he's lounging across the armrests, with just a very rough cut red hair and with black tips. His eyes are just solid red as you approach, and he grins a wide shark-toothed smile with bone-white teeth. He's wearing, it looks like a crossbreed of a ringmaster's outfit and a pinstripe suit. He kind of leans forward a little bit, balancing himself on something. Welcome, welcome! Welcome to the Murder Colosseum.
Griggum is padding up quickly behind her. He's like,
She'll do a quick little like standing bow real quick, instead of her usual curtsy thing, and you're like, hello, we're from the Second Sight Agency under the Guild Pact, and we've been checking in with the zones.
He grins and, like, rights himself up, and you can see now, like, even sitting, he is fairly tall. He's probably pushing something in the 7.5-foot range. He leans way forward, grinning, and Ingrid is like, okay, well, it is a pleasure to meet you then. My name is Devotion of the Fallen. Welcome to my club. We're on a little bit of a downtime right now. I hope you don't mind.
yeah, what about that? He's like,
Oh. Yeah, Rail's gonna saunter up behind everybody.
like, so this pretty much is just a house call. Like, mostly getting stock of what everyone is doing with this invasion. It's like, checking to see. Oh, crud. Okay, nothing bad. All right, and like checking to see if there's some way we can organize a pushback.
A pushback, you say? I can think of a
Yeah.
couple things that may be entertaining and fun. Are you saying that
Yeah,
you are looking to sponsor a performance?
You could say that. Like, we already got some toys from Is It? If that will help spice things up.
The Is It make wonderful stage props.
Oh yeah. So, like, that said, like, we were hoping maybe we could get a hold of the Rakdos. Like, get some banners going, you know? Like,
Oh, yes. I will be happy to provide entertainment for your venue if you have a location lined up.
yes. Well,
Oh.
we were thinking maybe a small parade. Like,
Oh, I don't know about small.
I mean, parades are so overdone. I'm thinking something more performance art. Maybe an installation. Do you have
How
a
about a
location
flash-
in mind?
That's an interesting one. Like, mostly want something that'll like rival those hulking beasts that are wandering around with the Gruul. It's like,
Oh, my giants can easily match those.
yeah,
Maybe a juggling act.
I like the way you think. And like, that
Oh,
said,
I like
it's
the
like,
way I think too.
yes, it's like, I'm sure you do. That's why you're the leader. It's like,
Oh, I lead, but they choose to follow.
absolutely, because they see your genius. It's like,
Careful with flattery. If you put me on too high a podium, you may not be able to reach me.
fair enough. But I'm an excellent climber. It's like, moving on. It's like,
Is
There's-
Grigum trying to get a date?
I mean,
You never
he's
know.
the only one that hasn't been flirting with NPCs so far, so I feel like it's
Well, this is
about
mostly
time.
because I'm working the noir angle where I had a love that has come back into my life.
Oh,
So,
crawl.
So, like, big thing is that we don't have a clear picture of the venue quite yet. It's like,
Oh, don't worry too much about that. You just tell me where you want the party to be, and we'll arrange payment.
yes, very well. Like, we figure the best way to figure out like where we would love to set this party up is to visit the Boros just
Oh,
across the way. It's
so
like,
boring.
they have- I know they are
Marching
absolutely.
and complaining all that. I don't need them.
Oh.
I know. Like,
Every good act
don't
needs a
need
straight man.
them per se. We need their tower, like, because that gives us the view we need. Like,
You know who's
Is it
not
a-
helping?
Hmm.
Who's not helping is the Orzov. I think if we got everyone to meet near their range.
You little girl. I like the way you think.
You
Help
know what?
ourselves to a couple coffers,
sounds
maybe.
that sounds absolutely crazy. I love it.
Though that said, I think, Grigum, you should probably clarify what payment is before we come to too many more terms. It's not the kind of thing you want to leave till the last minute.
Oh, my dear. Payment is the most valuable thing in the world. Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will give you
I'm
these
gonna-
options. You could descend into the Colosseum and provide entertainment for me and my friends and refugees, or, and I really like this idea, you could join us on the stage and perform your own act as part of this carnival.
Ooh. Hmm.
Well,
That's a tempting offer. Like,
I don't
At the
know if
same
I can
time-
do that one, guys.
well, hang on.
I'm sure we can
Like,
manage.
Well,
Of
no,
course, what you
I'm sure we-
perform is up to you entirely. You will be the leader of your own stage. It will not be my stage, mind you, but it'll be a stage all of your own. Oh, whose voice is that I borrowed? Sorry.
apology accepted, I guess. Now, not to worry, Ingrid, because we do have. Like, I'm sure we could take this on, but it's like we are expected among the with the Boros. It's like,
What's
So we
expected
may
is so
have to take-
boring. If you do
Uh,
what's expected, they eventually know what you're going to do. If you do
well,
what's
to be
not
fair,
expected,
I would hope. to be fair, we told them to expect us. We didn't tell them how to expect us. And, like, I'm sure they screaming. Like, I'm sure us riding on the back of some centaur probably would not be expected. Anyway, I was like,
Do you want to
Quick
do that? We can certainly
we'll
arrange that. Is that what you would like to perform? Could be quite exhilarating. And he has just not stopped with the shark tooth smile the whole time that y'all are like talking with him.
So we're going full laughing man right now.
Yeah.
Well, the man who laughs. Let me think. Like, so I'm fairly partial to the Colosseum right now. Like,
You sure you're up for it?
Yeah, I was like, well, and I just Gringham starts rummaging through his pack. It's like,
I literally may not be able to go on a stage, so I actually vote with Grigum on this. Yes, I'm voting with Grigum.
I was intrigued by the idea of the stage, but I guess I'm outvoted.
Well, that is the role of me, the decisionist, to outvote you.
So,
But yes, nonetheless, we would probably like to put a pin on that stage idea, like, for another time, if that's okay with you. I was like,
so y'all are going to descend into my Colosseum, and if all goes well, and we are suitably entertained, and he kind of looks out over the gathered group, and says, we will have a carnival staged in the Plaza of the Bright Soul, I believe you were talking about. Being the nearest Orzhov location that I know of.
Yes, and the Bright Soul owes us a debt anyway.
So
this will help
the more
repay that.
the Gruul Beast does the targets, though. Just, the venue.
The venue is what is interesting. It is, who shows up is always a surprise. But when I throw a party, everyone shows up.
oh yeah, no, we're counting on that. And it's like, and we're just wanting the Orzhov to be a little bit in the crossfire, like make them earn their keep among the guild pact, I guess you could say.
They do what they will. All shall do what they will. But I do what I will.
Yes, and that's why we are here. So,
Because nobody throws a party like the Rakdos.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's like,
he kind of stands up and stretches, and you see, like, his arms are, like, down almost past his knees. He looms up over y'all to his full, like, 7.5 feet. He extends, like, a very long hand with slightly elongated fingers. It's like, well, then shall we descend into the Colosseum, my friends?
yes.
Ingrid is, like, almost having a panic attack, but not quite yet.
Think of it this
The
way.
last time, the last time someone said something like that to me, I woke up 6 hours later with no pen.
Yeah, that must have been very fun. He kind of stands up and
Sounds
walks forward. Oh, go ahead.
Like, I was gonna say, it's that sounds like Tara. Like,
he kind of stands up and his hands like cup people's backs, and he nudges y'all very firmly, and this is the direction you are going, Lee, towards the crevice. It's like, now, watch that first step. And push. I need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see.
That was not good.
Is...
I got a 6.
6.
Could have been worse. Could have been better.
What did you roll, Meryl?
12.
Okay. And Griggum?
I'm muted. Sorry. He's like, far.
You broke up for that. What was your number?
No. I'm asking how far are we falling?
Oh, it is 20 feet.
I'm thinking just slow fall. I was like,
All right.
Okay. So Ingrid and Rail, you both rolled under 15. So y'all take 9 bludgeoning damage as you land. Pretty hard.
Oof. Well, it's starting this at slightly more than half health.
I mean, do you want me to roll anyway? It's like, because
No,
slow
you
fall
have
is the
slow fall.
reaction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You have slow fall, so you would negate
It's
the
a
damage.
reduction.
Yeah.
Maybe
not-
we're not going in immediately and we can rest up.
You kind of look up, and it's literally like maybe 20 feet deep and 30 feet long, about 10 feet wide. So very much a trough, as Devotion kind of like grips the edge with one arm and lowers themselves into it, kind of grinning at you. So, who wants to go first?
I guess.
So we're fighting Devotion, apparently? That's not what I thought we were signing up for.
Oh, no. We signed up for this entirely. We just didn't read the fine print.
Could have gone on stage.
At the could have gone on stage, and Ingrid's like, no, I'm good for this. Okay, I'm up.
Yeah, I'm going to step forward, and I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy and make my 3 times. I'm going to
Are you
cast.
going to be our announcer for the moment?
Well, I'm going to cast it again. I'm going to make all the flames in the room flare up and then die down.
Mm-hmm.
Say, ladies, gentlemen, and others, we are here for your entertainment.
Ooh,
I
got some
hope-
showman.
I think Ingrid's gonna down her small potion and then
You ever spare one of those?
pass Griggum her. You've got the big potion and a small potion
No, I
yourself.
Yeah, I hope.
have just the big potion right now.
Right, so
Okay,
I
then I'm
hope
gonna pass you the small one and take the big one.
Right.
How much did the...
Hope we meet with your approval.
So,
How much was the potion?
which potion are you taking? Is it-
The greater, I think. No, I'm gonna take the regular and pass him a second greater one.
All right, and see, I'm actually also going to take out my potion of healing, swig it, because I do need that healing.
7,
And
8,
then-
9. I am back to full.
Okay. He kind of just
Healing up.
stands there watching y'all dig out potions, grinning and rubbing his
Well,
hands together.
No, so
Okay,
I'm going
I'm at least at full. I am down one spell. I have like one spell, literally.
I'm
So,
going to take out my
I'm-
potion, swig it, and then throw the bottle at his head.
Okay. So he kind of like. Oh, actually, go ahead and make your attack roll. Yeah.
So hang on. So one.
Are we supposed to be attacking separately or together? I'm confused.
I think we're going separately. So I think I'm going first.
Okay.
Make your
That
attack
was-
roll for an improvised weapon.
All right. What does that actually use? That dex?
It would be a dexterity in this case.
All right. Oh, almost lost the die. That is a 15.
No, I actually do have a regular potion of healing.
15?
I'm a-
That'll hit. Roll 1d4 plus 1.
Okay, if you
Alright.
have A regular and a greater. I'm going to leave the extra one with Watcher since
5.
he's more mobile.
5. You see, like, the glass shatter on his face. He does not stop grinning the whole time as, like, blood runs down the side of his face, and then the cut starts to close up. So, okay.
And then
Let's get going then.
Sure.
And roll
cast
initiative.
Yeah. I'm assuming that was like surprise round.
Yeah.
That is an initiative.
Mm-hmm. Alright, what did you roll for it?
10.
10? I rolled 23. Okay. So
I have a non-natural 20.
okay.
And Watcher needs
Okay,
a separate initiative.
Yeah, is it just Rail or is it all of us?
Everyone's rolling initiative.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so it is
So,
devotion.
7 for Watcher.
23 for Brigham.
Okay, so Greg, Ingrid. What did Watcher roll?
7.
7. Okay, Rail, Watcher. All right. Devotion smiles and extends a single hand towards Rail. So, well, you first then. And then Rail, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. That is a 16.
Oh, okay. You are dominated. You hear a voice in the back of your mind. Hurt your friends for me.
Ah, shit. Alright.
As you command.
Alright. So, Griggum, Ingrid, y'all don't see anything happen except for Devotion snapping his fingers like you've seen Reeve do so a few times. Let's see. Rail?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the way you said that.
Well, it was in the back of his head. You didn't hear him say hurt your friends.
Yep. So, I figured we were all just kind of standing in a rough triangle, and Rail was out.
Pretty much, yes.
So the two of you are looking at at Rail's back, and he's just kind of standing ready to fight, and then all of a sudden he starts tapping his foot. Like he's hearing a rhythm that y'all can't. And then he snaps up his hand with a cane in it, spins around, and I'm going to cast Toll the Dead at Griggum.
Ooh.
I believe that is a saving throw. Wisdom?
It is a wisdom saving throw. And yeah, Rail's looking pretty happy. He's grinning.
Oh, fantastic.
So I know, like, we already played this out, but, like, if I want to use this next time because he's a caster, how do I know when to cast Counterspell?
You would have to make... I mean, you have Counterspell? Go ahead and make me a what's the word for it? Arcana check.
Arcana?
To see if you recognize that the spell's being cast.
22.
22? Yeah, you would recognize the spell's being cast.
Is that something I could just go ahead and use my very last spell for?
What spell level is it at? Second?
Third.
Third, okay. You will need to make a intelligence check, I believe. Let me pull up Counterspell, because it's been a while since anyone tried to counter my spells. Counterspell.
I'll wait.
I completely forgot that you had Counterspell. Okay.
Because he's doing 4th level or higher, basically.
It is a 5th level spell.
Okay.
So you have to roll 15 on your spellcasting ability check.
And the spell's used either way, right? The
Yep.
spell slot? Okay, what do you guys think?
Up to you.
Let's go for it. That is not a go. I've used my last spell. Oh well.
Okay.
It was worth a try.
So I rolled, and I'm like, considering that you are a cleric, so you probably have got everything into wisdom, and this is probably going to be on the border. I rolled a total of 16.
That saves.
What is your DC anyway?
15.
15.
Oh my god.
All right, so you do not take any damage, but Rael is going to use his bonus action to cast Shillelagh. And he's going to run up to Ingrid.
Since
And
I
that's the end of his
recognize the
turn.
spell, though, can I call out and warn Griggum for future use that
Yeah.
that's what spell it was?
Talking is a free action. Generally, I would say you would have to do it on your turn, but since this is all happening simultaneously and you and Griggum kind of got jumped because y'all didn't know what was going on, I will go ahead and allow that exclamation of "Watch out, something's wrong." Go ahead.
Gum, it's a mind control spell.
I noticed.
All right.
I
Watcher,
say
it's a mind
take
control
off.
spell. Watch out.
All right. So it's Watcher's turn.
Might as well be helpful. So how come? Why is the initiative with Watcher going next?
Because y'all were under the impression it was going to be 1-on-1.
Okay, so you're saying we skipped around because of
Because
that.
y'all waited to okay, it's going to be Rail and Devotion fighting.
Okay.
So then it's Watcher's turn.
Watcher doesn't want to do anything this turn. He's going to hide in my cloak.
Okay. So
He's not always a brave pseudo dragon.
Watcher kind of skitters under your cloak, pokes his snout up next to Ingrid's ear. Devotion kind of smiles. He looks over at Griggum. He's like, that's a good choice. And he extends his finger again. Wait, what is that one? Oh, no, yeah. He pulls out like a wrought iron little trinket badge. Kind of like, flips it like a coin. Catches it. Looks at Griggum and casts Hex on you.
Oh no.
Let's see here now. So let me check the wording on Hex because I want to make sure I do this right. I don't think you get a saving throw on this. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I should have saved my spell slot for. But oh well.
Okay.
I tried.
So he casts Hex on Griggum. The ability, you now have disadvantage on Wisdom ability checks.
Oh boy.
And that will last for 1 hour. Okay. Because he cast at the lowest level. Alright.
Yes, 1 hour.
And that is a... No, that's a bonus action. So as his primary action, he extends a hand, and 3 little globes of energy bud from his fingertips before lancing off at Griggum, casting Scorching... Wait, no, that's right. Cantrip only after casting an actual spell. Hey, I follow the rules too.
Yeah, no, it's alright. I'm not gonna complain.
He will then instead use Blood Marionette. He extends his hand, and 4 little lances of scarlet energy shoot from his fingertips to each of Grigum's limbs. So one on each hand, one on each foot. He kind of twists his hand. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, goody. At least it isn't wisdom. 17. I was like,
17? Yeah, that beats it. So he kind of like, the strands break. He's like, oh, that was fun. And that'll be his action and his bonus action. So Grigum, you are up. Remember, you are hexed.
I am hexed, which means that if I remember correctly, Toll of the Dead is a cantrip, isn't it?
Yes.
I am disadvantaged in wisdom right now, so I'm gonna have to go up and just knock some sense into our cleric with repeated non-lethal blows.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you close the distance between you and Rail. And
I've got 40 feet.
Yeah, that you can easily make that distance.
So then I am just going to be launching my staff attack. Have at you! I got a nat 20.
Nice.
Hey, all right.
As you bring the staff down, there's a thrum of power, and its ability kicks in, and you gain an extra 5 feet range on it.
Nice.
As a extended length of vibrating energy elongates from the weapon.
But yeah, does a 28 affect your AC at all?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
I think that may land.
Pretty sure that crit lands.
Okay. So I just come rushing up, yelling, and I smash you over the head with this suddenly growing staff. And let's see here. You're looking at 7 damage.
7 damage. I'll take it.
Non-lethal. And then I'm going to spend
Does he get-
a key point.
Does he get saves when hit with this one or something?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
yeah, hang on.
When you
It was a
crit,
crit
you
attack.
you double your dice. I
Oh,
was about to say that's really low for a crit.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. So I rolled double dice, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So one more D8. So that's a 9.
Okay, so
I
it's
rolled a
total of
2 and a
16
3.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
16.
Okay, that was
What?
pretty rough.
So does he get a saving throw now?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
No, that's 9 total.
9 total.
It's 9 total.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rail, go ahead and make a new wisdom saving throw.
Hold up. Let's see. That is. Does a 6 do anything?
Nope.
Then
All right. Key point. You're gonna get plenty of chances, my friend. Flurry of blows. Got ourselves. Actually, I'm just going to roll my 2 golden dice because I get 2. Oh wait, I forgot extra attack because I'm a monk.
Oh yeah, you get another attack with your attack action.
So I'll get to the bonus action in a minute with the key strength. So here goes the drunkard staff again.
all right.
Mm.
What's the
Okay,
roll?
not that 20, but let's see. I believe this is a 24 to AC.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm fairly sure that'll hit.
Here we go with the 8 plus 4 again. I'm smacking on this side and the into your side. That's 10.
All right. Rail's still up.
All right, go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw.
That's a 10.
Nope.
I'm not
All
rolling
right,
well
here we
today.
go. I'm giving you plenty of chances.
No.
Let's do this. If my oh no, wait. It's like, never mind. I was going to say if my last attack doesn't snap you out of it, then I'll just grapple you. But I remembered. Oh wait, yeah. Tavern Brawler only allows the grapple as a bonus action. I'm using the bonus action right now.
Yep.
Okay. So here we go. I'm going to be rolling both the attacks at the same time here. I'm pretty sure they both hit. With one of them, that's a
But what are they both above 20?
well, one's a 28.
Yeah.
And the other
That's
one,
gonna hit.
let's see. So
What was
So-
that? You cut out for a second.
I got a 28 and a 21.
Yeah, those both hit.
Okay. So all right. So you're going to get yourself 2 more rolls. The first attack deals 5 damage.
Okay. And what's the second one?
Oh,
Should I do the
I-
saving throw first, you figure?
Yes,
And then you
Yeah,
pull the
I
last
figured.
bunch
I would
if
recommend
I
it.
pass. I'm not going to pass. Oh, not 20.
Oh, like that last clock on the side of the head, like, oh, what the? Kind of knocks you out
Right.
of it.
then
I'm
you
not
take
seeing-
9
And then I take another 9 damage.
because of the flurry.
Well, you can't stop before doing that last attack.
GM.
You
What
are
do you think is
not
funnier?
chained into your attacks.
Okay.
As I'm just seeing, like, Grigum is just like, and just pulls the last hit right before it would have hit. Okay, Rail is not looking too good.
You
He's
still have
freaking
one more
bloody.
attack on your flurry of blows, though.
Could I swap it with just handing him my greater healing potion? Sleight of hand.
Make a sleight of hand. I'll allow it if you do a sleight of hand.
All right. Like, can I? No, wait. I already used my inspiration, didn't I?
I believe so.
I think. Yeah.
No, you didn't use it.
Yeah. Oh. Well, that's weird because the sheet says I don't have inspiration.
That's odd.
I know I marked it last time. Well, anyway, if you want me to, I can use the inspiration to make that swap.
That's up to you. I'm willing to make that exchange.
You won't penalize me if I don't, right?
No.
Okay. Well, here's the sleight of hand. 18.
Yeah, you kind of like you're you're about to punch him, and then you just like stop and drop the potion on his like hand.
Heal up. Get your act together. Come on, let's do this. I was like,
Ah.
turn to it's like what's his name? It's like Devotion. It's like also I like to imagine that this was a rapid style slap fight right there. Just like wake up, 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 wake up.
All right.
Okay, so at the end of Grigum's turn, Devotion is going to use one of his legendary actions.
Oh, crap.
Oh no.
I need you to make me another charisma saving throw, Grigum.
Oh boy. It's like here we go. It's like 15.
15, need a 17. The lances of red energy shoot from his fingertips to Grigum's, and he kind of makes a twist gesture. And Grigum, I need you to make an attack roll against Rail.
God damn it.
Do I get to choose which attack?
Just either your unarmed or your staff, whichever is higher.
In attack roll?
Yes.
They're both equal, so I'll just take
Roll
my pick of
low.
it. It's like,
Okay.
Roll low.
I'm sorry to say,
Ugh,
24
that's gonna hit.
with a kick. He's like,
That's gonna hit. What's the damage?
5.
Okay. Rail is somehow on his feet.
I rolled a 1 on a d6, and it's a d6. And it's like,
Isn't it supposed to be a D8?
no, not this level. The staff is a d8. And it's
Oh,
like,
right.
Ah.
if I use both hands with it, and it's like,
Oh, okay, there we go. All right.
Yeah.
So that is one of his legendary actions. And Ingrid, I believe you're up now.
I mean, I can't hex him as much as I want to, so it's just going to be probably a straight up Eldritch Blast. I mean,
Go ahead and make your attack
I
rolls.
mean, 1 second.
oh wait, it's like, I forgot drunken technique. I used flurry of blows. I get the benefit of a disengage action. It's like, oh wait, I'm not sure if I still have movement. It's like,
Yeah, I mean,
You have
Eldritch
a
Blast
little
isn't
movement,
exactly
but
the one I
you're
want to do,
not
but
in
it's the
his
one I'm going to
physical
try.
range.
yeah.
Okay.
It's like, oh well. Well,
Oh, that did not go good. I should have gone with my other plan. That's only a 9.
9? Nope, sorry.
Oh.
Wait, it was
Okay.
Eldritch Blast, right?
Yeah.
You get 2 of those.
Oh, yeah, let me check that. Okay. Only a 13.
Nope, sorry.
Yeah, then kind of feel like maybe I should have gone with my backup plan, but that's okay.
Like, Ingrid just firing blind, like, pew, pew. It just strikes the walls.
I feel like it's still the remnants of that, like, almost panic attack that's causing her to misfire.
Okay.
I mean, they were going to try to put her back on a Rakdos stage.
Okay. Rail, Ingrid, do you have a bonus action or any movement you're going to use?
With the spell, I really can't use like an attack bonus action or anything. What are our placements like before I do movement? Like, what's a lay of the land?
Y'all are in a 10-foot wide, 30-foot long, 20-foot deep kind of pit. The 3 of you are standing roughly in triangle formation, with Devotion being about 15 feet away from y'all.
I'm not
About
going to move
halfway
for now because I'm actually really torn about if I would want to move closer because I have armor, but then I can't hit spell as much or give myself more spell range. So I'm just not going to move because I feel like she's too torn on what she would want to do.
Okay. So then we are going to go ahead and move on to Rail's turn. Rail,
Okay.
you got mind controlled. You tried to attack your friend, and then you got the shit beat out of you for it.
Yep.
But he did.
But was given a
Alright.
He
Yeah.
gave you a potion, and then he punched you again. So you
Yes.
may be a little
So-
confused by what is all going on.
So Devotion is about 15 feet away from us.
Roughly, yes.
Take the potion.
also have a potion of
Well,
greater healing. It's
How
like,
much space do we have in this arena thing?
Like,
How far can I move?
you're at about the far end. He is at the center. So behind you, like 5 feet behind you, is the wall.
So I can't get any further away from him.
Not
All
easily.
right.
so, it's like, once again, I must remind our GM, this is some serene music we're
Every
battling
time.
to.
Whoops. I am actually not going to drink the potion because I get the feeling that if I
Should just leave it on BV.
I am going to cast Silence.
Ooh, smart. Alright, I don't think...
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
assuming you're
going-
casting it on him. I don't think he gets a save or anything like that.
Nope, it's a for the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. So if he's 15 feet away from us, and I
Mhm.
can move 5 feet back,
Yeah.
I'm going to move to just outside the range of the spell and drop it on him.
Okay.
Or actually, I'm going to drop it 5 feet behind him
I was about to say
so
that
that
may be a better
Ingrid
option.
can still cast. So yeah, I'm going to drop silence 5 feet behind him. That was my second level slot, and I am going to. You know what? He can't hear it, but I still have thaumaturgy active, so everyone else above us can hear it. Maybe he can read lips. And I'm going to say. Give me one moment. Maybe it'll come to. I'm going to say something immensely badass and use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
You cast silence. So any other spells
That's
you
why-
cast this turn have to be a cantrip.
It's a bonus action.
It's still a level spell.
You're right. Ah, well.
Sorry.
Either way, I dropped silence on him. What can I do with a bonus action?
Because
I
otherwise
wouldn't
he
say
would
told
have.
or dead because that's a sound.
Yeah, because otherwise he would have shot Griggum
fair
with
enough.
like 3 bolts of Scorching Ray
Yeah,
after
I
he
forgot
cast
about
Hex.
that. Bonus actions. Healing Word is not a cantrip. Dang. What the hell? I'll recast Shillelagh.
Just casting a second time for the hell of it. Wait,
Is
Shillelagh doesn't
drinking a
require
potion a bonus?
It's an action.
Drinking a potion is an action, so I can't do that.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, Shillelagh is you cast it effectively to enchant the club.
Well, I mean, is it
And
a
then it lasts for a
concentration
minute.
spell is what I'm asking.
It is not.
Okay.
But what the hell? I'll just cast it again.
Okay.
Only takes a bonus action to cast.
Alright, so
That's my turn.
Rail moves back 5 feet. There's like a 20-foot globe of silence roughly 10 feet from y'all that Devotion is standing in. It is now Watcher's turn.
Watcher is going to dump a greater healing potion on Rail.
So Watcher kind of like mini flaps over
And
the
then
rail,
come back to me,
pops the thing,
definitely.
and just kind of massages the potion into his scalp.
All right.
It just has to make
Hey, your
contact with the
headache's
skin.
gone.
So how much do I heal?
Is this the second potion you've taken within a certain amount of time?
Yes.
Go ahead and make me a Constitution check, please.
Okay. That's 7.
You're getting a light headache.
Okay.
Well, I guess your headache comes back in with
So
a headache.
greater healing 4d4 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Are you rolling it, Rail, or?
I can. I figured you would roll it since Watcher was the one doing it. 44 plus 4?
Yep.
Yeah.
Greater healing
So-
potions are great.
Okay, so that's 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2. So 10
Okay.
plus 4. So 14 healing.
That's not bad. That'll get you back up a bit.
That puts me at 15.
Okay.
So yeah.
Did I really knock you down to 1 HP?
Yeah.
Knocked me down to exactly 1.
Okay.
Close.
So,
Too close
that
for
was-
comfort.
at the end of Watcher's turn, Devotion is going to use his second lair action for the ability, for the turn. Let's see here. What does that roll? Okay. There is a rumbling in the walls around y'all, and then just this red sticky substance sprays the 20-foot area at the back of the room. I need everyone to make, I believe it is a wisdom saving throw. Come on, open up.
Oh no.
Well,
Yeah.
Is it a
wisdom.
magical effect?
It is a lair effect.
But that doesn't answer my question with a yes or no.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Okay.
It is the magic of the lair. Sorry, because he's silenced, he can't cast
Okay.
most of his spells, but he can still use his lair actions.
Non-natural 20.
Okay.
that is a 21.
Okay.
I'm still hexed.
Good luck.
Disadvantage. Oh my god.
Shaky cam.
Oh no, the camera.
I
Double
actually can't see
19.
them.
Nice.
19. All right.
That is impressive. Okay, so
I
you
mean,
are
usually I
for
get the double
20,
on
is it?
advantage or disadvantage.
you are all coated in what you can only assume is blood, but no effect seems to happen. Something close.
You know what my dry cleaning bills are going to be. None, because dry cleaning doesn't exist in this set.
Plus prestidigitation.
I don't know. I mean, is it have any sides?
Okay, so
Granted, it was meant for popcorn, but
So we are back to the start. Devotion regains his legendary action and his lair action. Let's see here now. Devotion's turn. He is going to cast... Wait, can he cast it? Is it verbal? Nope, can't cast that. Nope, can't cast that. Nope. Nope. God damn. Does
I
he...
may regret it, but I count that as a win.
Yeah, no, he can't use any spells. He's going to have to fall back on his abilities. Okay, so he will use his bonus action for Blood Marionette again. Griggum, make a Charisma saving throw, please.
+0. Three.
The little lances of puppet energy turn. As he walks Griggum back towards. Oh wait, no, you have range now. You don't need to move into range. You are in range still.
Oh, hell.
And commands you to make a staff attack against Rail.
Ingrid. Aw.
You were the one that volunteered to go first.
True.
I don't think he knew he meant
I
like
rolled a 1.
going first. Little X's over his eye.
Hey.
It's a natural one.
Turns out that a natural 1. He's like, turns out that it's good to be bad.
He's like, he is grinning this whole time, but it's like getting a very tight grin.
But yeah, like I whiff spectacularly. Like I do like 360, like wobbling spin where it's like
Alright, so he takes his move action to move 10 feet forward outside of the sphere of silence, so he is now right in front of Ingrid, because Griggum and Rail have both fallen back. He extends his
Wait.
hand.
10 feet forward?
Yeah. There was 15...
It's a 20.
It's a 30-foot
It's
thing.
a 20-foot radius. No, it's a 20-foot radius.
Oh, okay. But you put it behind... Okay, yeah.
It's 40.
So he would have to
I put
move
it
15
5.
foot forward. Okay.
Yes.
He would have to move all the way. He kind of still... He takes 10 feet forward to be right in front of Ingrid, smiles, and extends his hands towards her. And that is going to be the end of his turn.
Yay.
Griggum,
who's next?
you are up.
Okay, it's like guess what I'm gonna do.
Shove him back into the silence.
Yes.
Good luck.
Athletics. It's like it's what I got. Like if not, it's. Let me think. athletics to body check him is still an attack, right?
Yes,
As
it
far
would
as I
burn
remember.
one of your attacks.
Burn
would
one of my
still-
attacks, but I
yeah.
still-
You would still have another attack, yes.
yeah, okay. So I am definitely going to be like body charging this, probably vaulting into his face to back kind of thing. It's like,
Okay. And that
Goblin
is-
to the face.
let's full on God of War this.
That's opposed to athletics rolls, I believe.
Yes. It's like
17.
you know what? This is also a 17.
That meets it, so you, like, and launch him, and you're pushing him 5 feet back?
Yes. It's like,
Okay. So you basically shoulder check him, he, like, slides, but he maintains that pose of extending his hand towards Ingrid.
alright. It's like, now that was enough to push him back into the silence, right?
Yeah, he's still in the silence.
Alright. So then I'm going to follow up with as many attacks as I can while coming down, it's like, from the vault. It's like,
Okay.
second attack with the drunkard staff. Well, I mean, I say second attack, and I'm using the drunkard staff. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, how's 15 do you? It's like,
That just barely hits.
oh, sweet. It's like,
Nice.
yeah, I was concerned there for a moment when I rolled a 7. I was like,
You
So,
notice
yeah.
that, like, as you swing, there's a like slight shimmer around him, but your staff passes through it without issue.
alright. And so I strike with a D4. Not a D4, a D8. It's like, and I got an 8 plus 4, which is a 12. It's like,
12. Okay. And that is with the
And then
drunkard
I-
staff.
yeah, that's with the drunkard staff. And I am going to spend my key points to use Flurry of Blows. It's like,
Okay.
and let's see here. It's like, oh, joy to the world. Now this 10 is not going to hit, but I'm assuming this 15 will.
The 15 will barely land.
Yeah,
Wait,
like-
this isn't unarmed?
Good. Yes, this is unarmed. It's like,
Okay. Yeah, that'll land.
but it is yeah. Like, I was going to say this is a monk attack, but I don't know. Like, and I'm going to add Fury of the Small to that attack, adding an additional 5 damage. It's like, so here we go, a D6 plus 9. It's like, another 12. It's like,
12.
Oh.
You, like, hit him with the staff and then follow up with, like, a punch, and it feels like you just punched a brick wall. You see, like, there's a little, like, almost a slight dent in his body for a second where you landed. It doesn't seem to hurt him terribly bad, though. Okay.
It's something.
I believe that is
Yeah.
movement action and bonus
and,
action.
let me think. Do I want to disengage with Drunken Technique?
Well, you used your bonus action.
Yeah, but Drunken Technique is a no action.
Oh, okay. Oh, right,
And it
because you made a
triggers-
flurry of blows.
And yeah, Flurry of Blows triggers it. And I gain the benefit of the disengage action,
Yeah.
and my walking speed increases by 10 feet.
I remember now, yeah.
But do I want to do
Get out of melee range with us.
all right? And it's like, and I shall do so. It's like,
So you're going to stay with Devotion then, or run past him.
you know what? It's like, I feel cheeky and want to get up in his ass. Quote unquote. with, you know, let me think. Like, pretty much just within staff striking range at least. And it's like,
Yeah, I mean, you can pretty much hit him as long as you're within 10 feet of him now.
Yeah.
Because you
and
landed
I kind of
critical.
want to, and I don't need to worry about silence, so I can just like get behind him if anyone, unless anyone objects to that idea.
You have enough space to move behind him.
Okay, so we get ourselves into a flanking position and just start trying to wail on him. It's like, is that okay with you guys?
Works for me.
All right. He's like,
Okay, so
okay, so
you kind of slip around beside him, and I think that's the end of your turn?
yeah.
Okay, so at the end of Grigum's turn, he uses Blood Puppet again. The lancing energies linking his fingers to Grigum, and like, make me a charisma check, saving throw, please.
I am behind him.
There's a 5 foot space, but yeah, he can see you. He is aware of your position.
I know, but the only thing I can strike is
He can move you, though.
He can make you move.
That's right.
Up to 30 feet.
Gotcha. That's a 6.
He like holds that one arm, and he does this, and walks Grigum past him, up to Ingrid, and go ahead and make another staff attack against Ingrid for me.
What's your AC?
Just tell me the roll.
All right.
I mean, he just wants to touch you. He just wants to make you move.
25.
And that's not a natural 20, though, right?
It's not a natural 20.
Okay,
It's
it does hit.
Plus 8. I'm like, now is he forcing me to two-hand this?
The instruction is basically he's puppeting you over to make as strong an attack as you can against Ingrid.
Gotcha. I was like,
You've had a very busy 6 seconds, Grigum.
yes. I am getting tuckered out here. He's like, who? He's like, so he's like, 6 damage. He's like, unless he wants me to take as strong as possible, literally. He's like,
he doesn't know the extent of your abilities, so all he can do is order you to make the strongest attack that he has seen you make, which was with the staff.
okay. Because I've been making some dexterous attacks, but not strong. Which I can go back to using strength instead of dex. But that's me being rules lawyery right now.
Yeah.
So we'll not get into those semantics. Let's just go with it. I hit you for 6.
Okay, so that's 6 damage to Ingrid, and that ends the legendary action. Ingrid, you're up.
And Ingrid looks relieved at him doing something that was an offensive move, because with him just outstretching his hand like that, she was super not wanting to do something, but now she feels better, so she's going to go with Eldritch Blast.
And it's creepy because you can see him laughing, but you can't hear the laughter thanks to that silence spell.
Okay, so the first one is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh, only a 1 on the dice, so 5 damage.
Okay.
And the second one is a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
12 more damage.
So Ingrid kind of finger guns Eldritch Blast at him. Pew pew. And
And
they actually hit him.
Nice.
she doesn't really back up from Grigum or anything, because she's not sure the extent of the control. But she looks more settled probably now after being attacked and being in the battle than she has since they walked in the door. So a bonus for that.
All right, so it's Rail's turn.
All right, so I have a very important question.
Okay.
Are there any features or any shadows or anything like that in this area where I could feasibly use the hideout?
There's no furniture or anything like that. The area is in dim lighting because the torchlight is all coming from above.
All right. In that case, I am going to use a bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. What form does your weapon take?
It is literally a twin of my cane, but the wings are spread.
Okay.
For freedom!
Yeah, and it's just flying around smack. So, Spiritual Weapon. Let me actually mark the spell as cast. And that is it for my second level spells.
I need to make a concentration check. 1 second, sorry. Ingrid.
2 of them, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the damage was 6 and then 12, right?
That sounds right.
Yes. And no. Hex fades. Grim.
Yes!
Alright.
I've been wailing on that bastard for a while now.
Alright. Okay, so a slightly glowing duplicate of Rail's cane fades into existence next to Devotion. Taps him on the shoulder and then whacks him across the face.
All right.
That is a...
I believe that is a
Spell
spell
attack.
attack.
entertained.
Yes. That is an 18 plus 7 is 25.
That'll hit.
So that deals... 6 damage.
6 damage? Okay.
6 force damage.
Alright. So the bird just kind of smacks into him. His head kind of...
Alright, and I am going to use my main action to attempt to hide.
Okay.
Alright, so is that just roll stealth?
Yeah.
And so there's an unanswered rules question.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so first off, let me make the attempt. That is a 17 plus 8 on my stealth.
Okay, that's pretty high.
Yes, that's 17 plus 8 is 25 again?
Yes.
Yeah, 25. So there's actually an unanswered question. So when Spiritual Weapon
Mm-hmm.
makes an attack, does that reveal the caster if they're hidden?
When you actively cast it, or when you use it at subsequent turns?
When you use it on subsequent turns.
I believe it says you
It
telepathically communicate with it, so no. It wouldn't
Yeah,
reveal you.
it's one of those... Okay, cool. So once I'm hidden, I'm going to move around the circumference of the room. Just away from everybody.
Okay. You notice that he's
that's my
starting
turn.
to look like he's taking some he's starting to look roughed up a bit. Not nearly as much as you would have thought with how hard Griggum was punching him. But
Yep.
he does look like he's taking some damage.
Alright,
Alright, so it's Watcher's turn.
that's my turn.
Well, Watcher cannot find Rail. So Watcher's just going to stay with me, I think. How's Griggum looking? He's doing good,
damage
yeah.
wise? He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Watcher's
no,
just
I'm-
staying. He's trying not to make
After
himself a
the-
big target.
after the regular potion, yeah, that's I'm doing pretty good. It's like I've just been hurting the rest of my team. I have become the bludgeoning tool against you guys.
I'm just glad I missed that first attack with Toll the Dead. That would have been bad.
I don't I don't think Watcher would want to brave being in his face for a help and aid attack, so Watcher's just hiding.
Okay. So, end of Watcher's turn. He will use his next lair action to cast Quell.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Nor am I.
All right.
Oh no.
Devotion's turn. He regains his legendary actions and he regains his lair actions. You can see some of the damage he has taken kind of like smooth out. Like not just him, but his clothes where it got ripped or snagged mends together.
Is Quell something like we should know about?
No,
or is that like we would just not know any effect at all?
You don't know what happened. Like, you saw no effect, you felt no effect, you resisted nothing. And with that, he kind of smiles, continues smiling, and once more extends his hand to Ingrid. And that is going to be the end of his turn.
Okay.
So, Grigum is up.
Right. I was like, let's try this again.
Also, I must apologize if the Dome of Silence is preventing anybody from making any badass quips.
No, I'm being thrown in and out of it like a goddamn yo-yo right now.
Well, he can't do that anymore because he lost his hex on you, so he can't blood puppet you anymore. And he can't recast hex.
Ha!
Okay. He's like, so I'm going to actually once again go for I'm going to shove him further into the silence.
Okay. As you go to make your attack, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, goody. He's like,
Okay.
a 3!
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
I'm going to shove. That's that is a 23.
23? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you slam into him and feel yourself pushed 5 feet back.
Oh. Okay. As a player, I'm going to just simply say, I've been on this rodeo before. I am in big trouble. Just going to call out, he's reflecting things back at us.
Okay. It's a very good thing you didn't end up your turn in the silence.
Yeah, no.
That changes what I'm going to be doing.
But
so
you know what? I'm a stubborn.
You have another
SOB.
attack action.
Yeah, I'm going to use my drunkard staff with its 10-foot range now. 10-foot reach. He's like, I know I'm going to have to go with wisdom roll again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Oh no! That's a nat 1.
Oh dear.
Oh.
So I make my attack. 15.
15?
Yeah.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
8.
8?
I take 8 damage.
No.
No?
No. You feel the staff strike. It does not seem to do any damage. But you don't take any damage.
Okay.
And I'm just going to do a basic unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Okay.
Actually, no, wait. That required me to move closer again.
Well,
You know what? I'm just going to use patient defense. I was like, actually, no. I'm not going to do that. I was like, I'm just going to end my turn with that. And I was like,
Okay.
I'm going to play cautious for the time being. It's like,
Ingrid, it's your turn.
I have a feeling I know what's going on here. I was like,
Can I use my bonus action to get an insight check on him, like doing the hand outwards motion?
Sure thing. Go ahead and make an insight check. And this won't take your action. It's just a quick, like, what the hell is going on?
I did not do very good. That's like a 6, so.
He seems
She's
to
so
want you to
confused.
take his hand. You still learn something, even if you don't roll great.
well. I mean, he's being so polite about it.
And he's in the silence zone right now, right?
Yeah, he can't say anything.
I mean, like, he's like at least 10 feet back.
Yeah,
in
he's
it,
10
right?
feet into it.
You know why she's having qualms with blasting him right now, so. And I can't use my fallback plan because of the silence. Let's get us some cover with a minor illusion.
Okay. What's the illusion you're creating?
a tower shield.
Let's just middle of the zone, just past the silence.
He is friggin' tall. Like, just to let you know.
Yeah, he's 7'5".
Well, that's why I'm going to do a front and like a third of the sides and the top, so that there's like crouching room
Okay.
in this fake
So you're creating like a kind of
fort.
plane.
Alcove.
Okay.
So like a front and a top and like 1/3 of sides, like where you could peek around.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you create basically a 5 foot by 5 foot by 5 foot like mini line of
And
sight
it
blocker.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a little mini guard tower or hunting blind kind of thing. And Ingrid's just going to kind of step like mostly in it.
I mean,
Okay.
that is a brilliant move.
Is there?
She's
I believe that is a action. You have a bonus action you can still take.
I mean, I really can't without my hex. So, I mean, so having the armor on when I came in the building would have used my first spell, and doing the counter spell would have used my second one. So I really can't have a bonus action right now.
Okay. Rail, you're up.
Alright, I am going to... Hell with it. I'm going to use my action to drink that potion that Grim gave me.
Yes,
And my... So I'm not sure how much the potion actually...
This is going to be your third potion, right?
Oh god, you're right.
When you drink it, make
maybe
me a
I shouldn't.
Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Oof. That is... 6... Wait. No. That's a...
A what?
7.
7? Okay. Go ahead and heal.
Given the disadvantage. How much do I heal?
Was it a regular or a greater?
I don't know.
You had both, if I remember right. You were holding a regular previous to the combat, and then he gave you a greater, and then Watcher put a
Oh, he
greater
gave
on
me
you.
a greater.
Yes.
Okay, so this one's a greater healing potion then.
And
Alright, so how much
so
does
I
that heal? That's
think Grigum used his regular, and if you use your greater, then I'll update the potion count.
okay. So that's 444 plus 4. Okay, so 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 2 is 9 plus 2 is 11, 15. So I regain 15.
Okay, so you have drunk a significant amount of healing potions in a very short amount of time. For the
Yes, I
next
have.
minute, you are poisoned.
Ew. Okay. What does that mean in this context?
You have disadvantage on ability checks.
Great. Okay. I am also going to use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on.
On
Pretty
who?
rough. Grigum is looking rough, right?
Okay.
Should I tell you what my HP is out of character? He's like,
Well, just like
If he wants to
how
make a
how
medicine
badly hurt
check.
are you looking?
yeah.
Make a what check?
Make a medicine check, just to give him a quick glance.
With disadvantage,
Yep,
I guess.
because you drank a lot of healing potions.
That's a 12. Okay.
You can get a general
Eld
idea.
may
Of
have
him.
a drinking problem.
Go ahead and give him a percentage of your health, as opposed to a precise number.
I'd say like, hang on. He's like, I'd say, I'm looking like something around like 80, 85.
Oh,
Actually, you know what? No, probably closer to 95. It's like
what? Okay, how bad is Ingrid looking? I'm just trying to decide which one of y'all to cast healing. So,
I mean, looking at y'all's health myself, I can tell you right now that the person that is the most jacked up is the person looking to heal people.
there. Okay.
And you can't take more potions.
So I cast Healing Word on myself. Fine, I'll cast Healing Word on myself with my bonus action. So that is an additional
so what's
1d4 plus 4 healing. Bird is the word.
Bird.
The word is bird. I gain 5 hit points back. Alright.
Okay.
5 hit. Alright,
What's
and
the
I'm
word?
staying hidden, and that's my turn.
All right. Watcher's turn.
Watcher is very good where he's at. Thank you very much.
Okay. So, at the end of the round, Devotion uses the legendary action to continue Quell. And then it is his turn, and he continues to extend his hand towards Ingrid. That's everything, so it's Grigum's turn again.
Okay.
Oh,
this is
y'all do
officially
see
weirding
him
me out.
heal up more. Like, the damage that was done to him is almost completely gone at this point.
Okay. It's like, Ingrid, I know this is probably going to sound stupid. It's like, but I need you to shoot him with everything you got.
Are you in silence, though?
No, I got pushed back.
He can attack
Push
from
back.
outside the silence thanks to the length of his
Yeah.
staff.
Okay. I don't, but he's not,
Spit it out. And it's like,
no.
what do you mean no?
No.
I am your decisionist. You attack him with Eldritch
Then
Blast.
take a vote.
Now it's not the time. It's like, I'm making the vote
But
now.
then-
I got 2 to your 1. You shoot. Got it? It's like,
When you get Rail's vote, we'll consider it.
It's neither of you can see Rail, but that hovering cane, looking from one to the other, very confusing.
he can't do anything against attacks at range. Make an attack with my drunkard staff at 10 feet. It's like,
Okay.
you're gonna have to do the wisdom check again. It's like,
Yep.
ha 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 ha. A total of 20. It's like,
Okay. Go ahead and make the attack
Not
roll.
a natural 20. Yeah, not a natural 20, but a total of 20.
A dirty 20.
A
And,
dirty 20. I like.
ooh. Yeah, no, I made the save, but that's an 11. I was like,
11.
I was like, yeah.
Okay. The staff strikes him in the side. You can see like where his suit dents in a little before it starts like filling back out again.
Dang it. Once more! And I swivel the staff around and then make another attack. He's like, and let's see here. Doing the wisdom thing again. He's like, 15?
15. All right.
Now the attack. He's like, 18. It's like,
18. You spin the staff and it strikes into the side, and he like leans a little with the force of it, but he doesn't seem to be damaged from it. You said that was 18?
okay. Yes, that was 18 to hit. He's like,
Oh, okay. I thought that was 18 damage. I was like, God damn.
no. He's like I have to hit after that wisdom.
Yeah.
I was like, so that wasn't good enough. He's
No,
like,
that'll hit. Yeah.
oh, okay. Phew. I was about to say, God damn it! Well, we figured out what Quell does. Okay, so that'll be a 10. It's like,
10.
yeah. It's like,
And Quell, with that strike, releases. Everyone within 30 feet takes 24 points of force damage, as just the entire area, like something hard, presses down on your shoulders.
okay, and that is
How much force damage?
24 points of force damage.
Is Rail away from him though? Because he was 10 or 15 into sound, and Rail moved back. Like, is Rail
Right.
in his zone? I think I am for sure, but
no, I definitely took that. It's like,
Sorry, is it
I'm still up.
is it a 30-foot radius or
Yes,
a 30-foot diameter?
30-foot radius. Anyone within 30 feet of him.
Jeebus. Yeah, that's buddy. That is all. This is, and that was 30 points of damage.
Yes.
No,
24.
20 something. It's like,
24 points of damage.
24. Okay.
What Quell does is, as
Well,
long
it's a good
as
thing I did all that healing.
As long as Quell is maintained, any damage taken up to a threshold of 20 is stored. And once 20 damage is taken, then the Quell is released, and everyone within 30 feet of the caster, this person being Devotion, takes that much stored force damage.
I guess they call it a legendary action for.
And just for
fuck that.
fun, the definition of Quell is... Where are you at? I had you here. Really?
How?
To put an end to a rebellion or other disorder, typically by use of force.
Yep. I knew the definition, I just didn't know the action. Oh, ow. Alright. Okay. Whose turn is it now? Now that we're all pretty well beaten up, I think.
It is still Grigum's turn. That was his action to attack.
Yeah, it's like, and you know fucking what? That means Quell is down, isn't it? It's like,
Yep.
bonus action, flurry of blows. It's like,
Alright.
I'm gonna move right up into his. Start the beat down. It's like,
Does he still have his hand outstretched?
Yes. He has not moved from his
Okay.
position.
okay, here we go. Here we go. It's like, I rolled a 19 and 10, which brings us a 27 and 18. It's like,
Those will both hit.
All right. Like, oh, we got ourselves 8 and 5 for damage. He's like,
So that's 14 total? Wait, no, 13 total.
yes.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, and then I'll use drunken technique to back up a bit. Like,
Okay.
like maybe 10 up to
Gain back
to my
towards,
staff range
yeah.
again.
Okay. So falling back to the point that, like, you can poke them. Okay.
Yeah, like,
Ingrid, you're up then, I believe.
Since Watcher didn't do anything, can he translate for me
Mm-hmm.
telepathically?
Yeah. You notice Watcher didn't take any damage.
Okay, that is very good to know, actually. Because I forgot that I would need to roll on that. Okay. Basically, I'm going to ask him why he's holding his hand out like that instead of attacking me.
Okay, so
And through Watcher, telepathically.
Watcher cannot express words, only emotion and image. So what specifically is Watcher sending to him? This is important at this point.
A heavy feeling of uncertainty. And the hand out followed by another heavy feeling of uncertainty. And then like just a picture of like clouds and fog.
Okay. There is a second, and the response that Watcher relays to you is one hand in another and a ball gown.
he wants to dance with you.
But a ball gown in specific, not like...
Not a wedding gown. He's not asking. He's
Just-
not asking that.
But
Ball
no,
gown
like
in-
a ball gown in specific, like colors and stuff are going to be important on interpreting this.
That is the image Watcher gives you is of a basic blue and white ball gown. That is his interpretation of what he received back from devotion. This is literally like
I mean,
translating from
yeah.
Japanese to Spanish to English to Japanese again.
She's gonna go over and take his hand.
All right. He kind
We'll
of
see what connotations that has for Ingrid later.
he just kind of holds your hand. It's not his turn yet, but he does close his fingers around your hand when you take his hand.
Grigum is
Oh wait,
just
no,
standing
no.
there.
He does have his reaction still. He kind of stands and he like does a almost forceful pirouette with you before releasing and smiling and patting you lightly on the head.
Okay.
Ingrid is confused, but she is very skilled at pirouetting. So I feel
Going
like that
on.
makes up for it somewhat.
While this is going on, Grigum just kind of is like turning towards the shadows, like not even caring where Riddle is, and just is like, heal me!
All right.
Oh, now you want to get... Before
Okay, look.
everyone's like, oh, I'm at
Look.
perfectly good health. Nobody
Look.
wants him
Look.
healing over here.
Look, I was
I've
at,
blown
I went
one of my
from
spells on
95
myself.
Look, I went from 95 to 15 in an instant,
It's
alright?
almost like there was an explosive
Yeah.
of forceful energy.
So
Yeah,
90
like,
Whoa. 95 to 15.
Percent.
yeah,
How much damage,
percent,
how
yeah.
much damage was that again?
24
Like 20 some.
damage. 24 force damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me tell you
Percentile.
this much. Remember
Percent.
percentile, yeah.
Not 90 to 15 health.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, we're nowhere near enough.
Yeah, you're not there
that's
yet.
what I was I should
Remember,
be-
it's like from full 19 got me to half, right?
All right. All right. Do I have to wait until my turn to drop silence?
Well, it is your turn. So,
I mean-
yes?
All right, because he seems to be done with the whole killing us thing.
I wouldn't be so sure
Technically,
yet.
did he ever physically attack y'all?
I'm not sure yet either, but
He did not physically attack us, but he did force us to attack each other. It's like,
Ingrid's
True.
really not in the attacking mind space right now, so she's just going to go ahead and try other things.
we were pretty much,
All right.
I don't know about what you guys were expecting, but I was expecting a performance of some sort until.
Yeah. All right. So whose turn are we on?
Yours.
Okay.
So you make your
you know what?
judgment.
Can I make like an insight check to gauge? Like, is he still in a combat state of mind? That may be hard to tell, but
Sure, go ahead and make an insight check.
yeah,
He's pretty inscrutable, though.
yeah. All right. So insight with disadvantage. All right, so it's a 12 plus insight. So it's a 19.
He hasn't made any directly hostile gestures in a little bit.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to... I'm still step. I'm going to go up to him, drop silence, and basically come out of hiding in front of him after he's just pirouetted Ingrid out of the way.
Yeah.
Go up to him, drop silence, bow, and then extend my hand out to him.
Okay. Watcher's turn.
Probably like peeking over the cloak and just eyeing him.
Please don't potion me again. I can't take any more potions.
All right.
I'll need a potion.
No, Watcher staying close by because he's not sure if I need to translate or not.
So Devotion started the initiative order. Devotion regains his legendary action and his lair action. He takes Rail's hand, leans forward, and gives it a little kiss on the nose. That was very entertaining.
All right.
And now that the silence
I'm
is
glad
gone,
that we met with
you
your
can
proof.
see, like, you can hear people laughing and cheering from above where they were watching y'all.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I was like, glad me flailing about is good enough. Ingrid, it's like, we're gonna leap onto your shoulders. I was like,
Just
and
Ingrid
I
piggyback.
vault with my.
Can we take a 5-minute break though?
Yeah, I was about to say,
Since
like,
we're-
I was about to
And
say,
then resume.
combat is
Yes.
broken.
I think we're overdue for
Yeah,
a lunch
we
break.
are almost
So
an hour
pretty much
past our intended break.
Yeah, it's like
That was
I was
really
thinking,
fucking
like,
fun.
That was intense.
I was figuring that I probably would end this with Griggum vaulting up onto Ingrid's shoulders and just being like,
Standing on the
Sure, if you
warlock.
want. Just make sure you plant your feet where the
also,
armor
it seems
is.
that someone is at the door, so I'll be right back. And it's like,
All right, we are going to go on
Okay,
break.
let's go on break.
Everyone, thank you so much for sticking with us for that protracted combat. That was really fun. I honestly figured you guys were going to take the whole, we'll perform in the circus thing. But yeah.
I'll probably
Alright.
be back myself within about 5 minutes. I'm not
Okay.
hungry right now.
We're going to aim for about
I need to get
5 to
get up and
15
get some
minutes,
food.
but please stick with us. We will be back as soon as we can. Thank you all for sticking with us, and I hope you're enjoying the show as much as I am. Myself, and we are back live.
Hey!
That was a fun fight. I had fun. I hope y'all had fun. I had fun.
Same here.
I had confused.
It's like, yeah, no. It took me like a couple weeks to figure out like how to make Quell work and balance it and shit like that.
I'll be honest. When you said that I bounced back from making that athletics check, and I had called to mind a moment when I played with another group, Curse of Strahd, where it's like, okay, I'm going to check this demon dude that is, keeping this angel, trapped, and just, because we can't hurt him without it hurting the angel, so I'm just going to check him body. And I just, ran up to him, just with full body, like full rage as a barbarian, and just slammed into him, and I slammed into him like he was a brick wall. It's like, well, that idea went out the window.
And I mean, that's why he had to stop attacking y'all, because if he attacked or he used a hostile spell on y'all, he would have been subject to Quell as well.
I see.
So,
well, it was a fantastic display.
It's a once per day thing.
I think after that,
he can continue. He can
after
sustain
that,
it,
Rail
but he can sustain it, but he can only do it in his lair. And once he lets it go off, or once it triggers, then that's it for the day.
Okay, so we can't
And
just
he had
throw
it on before, like her Eldritch Blast thing. And then
Yeah, because she
Before we
was
get
hostile
distracted
to
from
him
anything
before he
else.
cast it, and the ability says that you can target any number of hostile creatures or creatures that have forced an attack, who have made an attack or saving throw against you.
okay.
But you have to stop attacking once you use it.
All right. So are we done with the?
He kind of like
So does
lets go of Rail's hand, and then literally just like kind of reaches up to the top. He has to stand on his tiptoes, but he's pretty big, and pulls himself out. A couple seconds later, they throw a rope ladder down for the rest of y'all.
all right. Before we head back up, I'm going to cast Q on Gregum, just because he had asked for it before the break. So
Yeah,
Gregum,
my
you
staff
are
has shrunken down in this time. I was like,
Yeah, it only lasts for like a minute.
not at full mast. Full mast.
That's no good. I gotta get a new dice roll thing.
Anger's
So
just
Gregum
climbing up.
restores-
She's hurt, but she feels like
Uh,
a
Staying
little
in
bit
the-
surrealistic and not as worried about it as she should be.
Oh, in that case, I'll get off your shoulders then.
Well, I mean, if you're staying for healing, you'll have to.
There's like,
Six-
as you
it only
climb
takes
out,
one
there's
action.
some laughter.
6 health, Gregum.
Okay.
I calculated.
There's some laughter. A couple people like pat Ingrid on the shoulder. They make room for her at one of the tables. Devotion just lanks his way back up to his throne, and you find like even after that, once you've climbed out of the pit, your attention is pulled magnetically to him almost.
Yeah, that's a high charisma person.
Oh, yeah. I was like, ooh. We should get him to do some advertising for us. I was like,
And he's clearly like giving y'all a chance to like mingle with the other people in the area, and take a break, heal up, rest up.
yeah. Like,
Yeah, Rail is looking for 2 things. One of them's a drink. The other one is not going to be found here.
There is food and drink on the table. Like, it's almost buffet style with just like, because the Rakdos are caterers, so there's like just pans of food and bottles of booze on the table and stuff.
So I guess an official short rest, huh?
If y'all
I
want to
think we
take one.
can spring for. I almost say that we can probably spring for a long rest. It's like,
Yeah, I think it's
I'm
about.
going to start with the
getting
short
that time
rest.
in.
yeah,
It's about
Let's-
maybe 10, 11 o'clock at night now.
Yeah, so it's
That said,
we're
it's like-
getting into time to call it a day territory.
yeah. It's like that said, I was like, I am going to make time to look for Reeve. It's like,
Oh right. And all the excitement we kind of forgot about.
but of course, I'm going to do my usual carousing, it's like, of our business, it's like among the Rakdos. It's like,
Okay. So if you are taking a
generally,
long rest, go ahead and roll any hit dice that you want to roll.
So,
short
are we
rest?
Or
sleeping?
short
the-
rest, yes.
Yeah, I'm doing a short rest and I rolled the hit dice, and she's just going to kind of mildly be talking to the people at the table. And basically, just like kind of wherever she calls up and gets to the table, that's where she's at, and she's going to be talking to whoever's there.
Okay.
She has no interest in the wider room at the moment.
Make me... Alright, I will count that as that action. Go ahead
I'll
and
take a
roll
short
me
rest, sure.
2d10, please, Ingrid.
For like a regular D10?
Yes.
Okay.
And I just need to know what you roll.
A 7 and a 6.
Okay. 7 and 6. So, while you're sitting and talking to people, one of them, like, leans over against you. It's like, puts a hand on your shoulder. That was really good. Devotion loves entertainment, but, I mean, he'll never allow, like, harm come to someone who did not choose to put themselves at risk. You understand that, right? I mean, you climbed into that pit on your own, honey. And, of course, you did not actually climb into that pit. About, like, 30 minutes later, talking to someone, they mention, there's this Sunhome guard named Odison that should have had the rank of commander a while back, but they say she keeps on getting passed over for promotions for some reason. And the people are wondering how she's handling this. Oesdan. Okay.
Can you say that again?
Oesdan. Osedan.
Okay.
Alright. Griggum, you said you were carousing, but you were also keeping an eye open for Reeve, right?
well, like, half carousing, half, searching for Reeve, because it's like, I don't want to look like an idiot, basically.
Okay. Go ahead.
And I say this because I have no charisma whatsoever.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a perception roll. We're treating this more as you looking around for Reeve than actually interacting with people.
Yeah. But definitely mingling as I search.
You got a bottle in hand, you're going like, Reeve? Reeve!
Alright, I got myself an 18.
18?
Yeah, Royal was also taking a short rest.
Looking around you, like, a couple people hear you looking, like, hey, Reeve, where you at? And it's like, so they kind of, Birnbaum, right? The lieutenant's kid? He's in the, sleeping.
Alright.
Alright. Rail, was there anything you were doing specifically during your short rest, or were you just, like, sitting there eating, drinking, and like, oh my god, I survived that?
Mingling a little bit. Nothing too strenuous, but
Okay.
making some friends.
But you're not actively seeking Okay, make me, roll me 1d10, please.
Oh, I gotta find a D10 now. Who uses D10?
Oh, by the way, I found my d4! Ow.
Oh, that would be a 3 for Rail.
3?
Mhm.
So you're kind of talking to people. You get in like a group as you're sitting and chatting and having a short meal. And they tell you that the Burgeoning Bloom was the first neighborhood that was overrun by the Gruul that had happened late at night with fires coming from the sky.
From the sky. Oh. Like siege weaponry, or are we talking something else?
They don't know, they weren't there, they're just relaying what they heard.
Rumors here. You know what? While I'm at it, I'm gonna kind of start very gently, quietly spreading rumors that South of Brights really does not know how to party.
Why does that
Total
remind me of a
square.
song? What song does that remind me of? I
My
like
shoes
to party.
are too tight.
I like. No, I don't know. I'll have to spend 12 hours on not Google, on YouTube searching for old songs now. Great. I don't know whether to make you roll deception or persuasion. I'm gonna have you just roll me straight charisma.
Honestly, it would have been the same for either. I have proficiency in both.
Yeah,
All right,
but this
straight
is more fun
charisma
for
then.
me.
Spinning. It's spinning. It is. Come on.
Give me that number again.
15 plus 1.
A couple people are like, yeah, I've heard that.
It's a pretty darn good roll.
Yeah. No one's disagreeing with you. No one's calling you on it. No one's going like,
Alright.
yeah, but we'll see how it spreads.
Start the rumor mill grinding.
So after like letting y'all chill for an hour, Devotion stands and just loudly claps, and everyone like who wasn't already looking at him stops talking and looks at him and is like, my friends, that was fun. And tomorrow we're going to have a carnival. So, you should all go get some sleep. And he gestures towards the back of the room where y'all hadn't noticed beforehand, but there's 2 curtains that lead to other areas of this nightclub, hangout. You're not sure what the terminology for it would be. After that, a couple of the people like nod, say goodbye to you, and start shuffling through like 1 or 2 of the curtains on either side. They don't seem to be sorting themselves in any way. Like you see women and men going through either side. They just seem to lead to 2 different locations, as near as you can tell.
I'll find Rail on the way out of room and say, thanks for coming out and not voting. Or not coming out and voting. And then head to one of the areas.
As y'all
All right,
walk,
not one of my proudest moments. But
as y'all walk by Devotion, he extends his hand towards y'all, like making like, hey, hold on a second. So you all have a nice night. Don't let the monsters bite. Are you going to be joining us for the carnival tomorrow? Or are you going to push on towards Sunholm? It'll be great fun. I'll give you a stage all your own.
we're going to have to push on to Sunholm, unfortunately. But we managed to catch the tail end of it. I was like,
Are you sure you're not going, Rail?
Tempted, but I'd rather not split the party.
There's always a party.
If you're trying to get everyone coordinated at the same time, you're going to have to head out very, very early for Sunhome.
Oh, we're not doing this at Sunhome. We're going to hold the carnival.
Oh no, Griggum.
Oh.
okay.
It's, we plan to... Okay, I'm still here. We plan to, start our party early as we can. You don't have to do anything on the stage. Yeah, I mean, you can if you want. Entertainment is always valuable. But it'd be your stage. Do what you want, have fun. Just make sure everyone knows that it's okay. You wouldn't want to,
Sure we will.
do something against someone's will. Unless they agreed to it.
Agree to do it against...
Exactly. No, you don't always know what you're getting into when you agree to something. But when you agree to something, you get into something.
I mean, are we sure the Boros wouldn't just join in anyway if they saw an opportunity?
We can't be certain. It does make sense to check with them as much as I'd like to stay for the party.
And we should probably head out super early. Maybe we can make it back in time.
It is.
Yes, maybe.
It's 11
Which
o'clock or
leaves the
so
question.
now. Y'all know that when you're taking a long rest, you have to sleep at
Yeah.
least 6 hours, and you can have 2 hours of light activity. That's sitting and reading, repairing something. Anything that would involve a skill check or marching would end a long rest.
Since we had like the short rest ahead of time, if we slept 6 hours and then we got up and prepared for an hour, would that work or not really?
I'd allow that.
Uh,
I'll set Watcher to wake me up.
The little watcher alarm. It's like you set them down and you're like, beep,
It's the cutest alarm clock. I mean, y'all been woke up by Pseudo Dragon before, right? At least Griggum has.
So, with that, he kind of like, whatever you decide to do, you're of course free to do. But I'd hate to miss a party. And he kind of leans back and just lounges on his chair.
Alright, I mean, either way, whatever we do, we need to get a good night's sleep.
yeah. Let's just focus on now. I'm in this mental state right now.
Alright. Well, the back wall has
To
two
be making
curtains.
sober decisions.
Y'all go through the left curtain or the right curtain?
Alright.
Which
Okay.
curtain did the people I talked to go through?
You talked to about 3 or 4 different people just to get, like, most of the information that you got from the stuff you had already heard. With the exception of those 2 new tidbits. Some of them went through the left, some of them went through the right.
Let's go right.
Alright. So you kind of go up to the right curtain, push it open. It's an open way. Back behind there is like a maybe 20-foot wide room / hallway with props stacked up in like the corners and dressing tables and makeup counters on either side of it. And you can catch the tail end of people going through an opening on the other side. Following them into the next room is a more props stacked up in the corner, but there's also like bedrolls just strewn about, and people either just laying next to each other talking, or a couple are already asleep. It looks like everyone here is just sleeping in one big like pile. There's a couple chairs with cushions and stuff like that that a couple people are already lounging on.
Oh, Ingrid's hair is back red as of the short rest.
Okay.
Just, you know.
Alright.
Ingrid likes cushions. She's gonna go look for a cushion area.
Like,
I'm very Go ahead.
Most of the chairs and couches are already taken, but even the floor has like pillows and blankets and cushions and bedrolls strewn across it. This is very much a hey, I'm tired, I'm going to go take a nap kind of room.
Well, I'll
Okay, then.
pick up the offer and take some space up on the. Like,
Doing the same. Getting the armor put back in my bag for the night so I can get a good rest. Finding the smallest pillow I can for Watcher.
Watcher just kind of preens his wrappings while hanging out on it. Rail's bedding down as well.
We have a bedroom. Or at least a blanket.
Like, there's plenty of bedrolls and blankets. Like, even with the ones that are strewn out, there's a couple that are stacked up in piles at the side of the room. My
Yeah,
connection is dropping. Okay, we're okay. Yeah, it's stabilizing. There we go. Sorry. Don't mind me. Okay, so everyone beds down for a good 6 hours sleep. Watcher just kind of like watching intently. It's strange the things you can
I'm
get used
changing up
to.
my spells a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just gonna swap one out.
So, instead of a short rest, y'all basically started a long rest of hanging out and talking with people, looking for things. Y'all are going to get a good 6 hours or so of sleep, which means y'all will awaken at roughly 5, and y'all will have like an hour of light activity to move y'all to 6 while y'all have breakfast and pack your stuff and get ready for the day. So, next morning, 6 o'clock, you all get awakened by people, like, hauling props out of, like, the corners of the room and going into the ready room to, like, put on costumes and makeup and stuff like that.
there's some asshole with a trumpet somewhere.
It's like, there is a couple trumpets, but it's, like, not bugle trumpets, it's, like, those French horn style trumpets, but like the tips of
It's
the
tubas that get you.
but like all the trumpet part, the part that opens out, that sound comes out that I cannot remember the name of and I'm hating myself about, are rimmed in like razors and barbed wire and stuff. There are a couple people like in the Colosseum room tuning up their music and stuff, their instruments and such. Like, y'all wake up and Reeve is sitting on one of the couches. He's got like a bottle and he's just like taking sips out of it. It's the same bottle y'all saw him drinking out of when y'all were in Farkeep.
Oh, right. Before we really get out, I'm going to see if if these people have a bottle of Bisenblott's bad brew liquor, on hand.
You can probably... it's pretty expensive stuff.
The good stuff, or I guess the...
You'd probably be able to find a bar with some. They're pretty, like, alcohol is just out in the area, so yeah, they have some higher end stuff. Go ahead and make me a percentile roll.
Percentile. Ooh. I got me a 97.
97. Yeah, you managed to score oh shit, yes, grab from like one of the piles of unopened booze bottles. So you get a this one would be Bisenbot's Bad Brew High Proof.
Oh, I was like, I'll write that in then.
because when it comes to making alcohol, magic makes things really weird.
I'll keep that in mind.
Fair.
Okay, so Reeve is kind of sitting on the couch watching y'all as y'all wake up and take a sip. So, boss says all hands on deck for this. Y'all gonna be okay without me, right?
You know what? If we pull this off, it's like, think you're like up for a little extra cash on that? It's like, for what you're doing? I mean, let's be honest. Nate. You're risking your life for doing something like this. It's like,
I know what I'm doing.
yeah, I know, Rakdos usual stuff, but you're under our employ nonetheless. It's like,
Yeah.
even if on the side, and we should take care of our own.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, consider a bonus. It's like,
I'm not going to say
Once we
no,
finish.
but
yeah,
boss says
no,
boss says the whole troop has to go to the carnival, so I gotta head that way,
Yeah,
and I
and-
think y'all were talking about heading to
you know,
Sunny Home.
yeah. Any messages you want us to deliver, or
Tell my dad if you see him to screw himself.
Eva looks really confused
Really?
at that because that's the first she's heard of Reeves' past.
okay? I'll send on the message that the only thing you can do better than me is kiss my ass. It's like,
I like that, man. Yeah, that. So look, I'm heading out with the Giants. We're gonna start setting up the stage and shit.
all right.
Watch for the fireworks, and you'll know it's going live.
Gotcha.
Ingrid will reach out and give him a quick hug.
Aw. He kind of he's awkward at first, and he chuckles, and he kind of puts an arm around Ingrid and just gives her a squeeze. It's like, you take care too. So he takes another swig, drops his bottle off on the floor next to y'all, and heads on out through the front entrance.
You know what? Just before he goes, I'm going to cast guidance before he's out.
On him or on you?
In case he needs it within the next.
Minute?
Yes.
Okay.
What? It's a.
I know. It's like,
He's like, okay, yeah, I will keep note of that. But people are filtering out of the room. You can hear fewer and fewer people tuning up as y'all kind of finish your morning preparations.
yeah, I can hear the war drums now.
I put down leaving them doing the strike at the time and going to the other place, but maybe if we hurry, we can still coordinate stuff. It doesn't sit well with me.
What, leaving them to go and have a carnival?
Well, I mean, we were trying to get all the guilds to coordinate at the same time. It doesn't sit. Yeah.
Don't worry. I was like, we'll get this working. I was like,
Well, let's just hurry there.
I mean, if you
Yes.
want to coordinate more, you could give Reeve or one of the other or Devotion the sending stone that the chemister gave y'all.
you know,
They-
I would give it to Reeve. It's like, because I
They did really like the idea of some Izzet backup,
Yes. Yeah.
i.e.,
Like,
interesting havoc.
I definitely would give it to Reeve. I was like, and let him
Let's
use his
talk
best
about the
edge.
strategy. We should probably get Reeve and Devotion together and tell them what we're doing
Y'all have a
I would
instead
say
of just
that-
handing it to Reeve.
I honestly figure I should hand it to Reeve and let him trust his judgment whether or not to let Devotion in on this, and if he has a good idea. He's like, because Devotion definitely is someone who I do. He's like,
You
so
broke
if
up
we
towards
let
the
it,
end of that.
I said that Devotion seems I do what I want kind of person. So if we let him set the pace, we can just follow after. He's like,
Okay, so Reeve was there when the Izzet explained about the airstrike and their capabilities and like
Yeah.
sending to zones and stuff, right?
hmm
So he's familiar with what we could call in.
He has a general idea. He doesn't really understand Izzet tech as well as higher intelligence people does. He's got like a 9 intelligence, I think. I'd have to check his sheet.
So if the Gruul are grouped up and you feel like they're going to interrupt the performance, or you just get a good shot for more mayhem, that's when you use it and you specify that spot.
He kind of nods a bit slowly. Okay. But so he takes the stone from y'all. If y'all give it, it's like, okay, yeah, I'll keep that in mind. He's looking very awkward now. I'm going to go now. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll catch up with y'all after the carnival, or once all this is settled. You know where to find me. He kind of looks around. It's like, yeah.
We'll try to head there. Maybe the setup will take long enough we can make it to the other place and back.
Oh, I mean,
We'll see what happens.
We already got.
We can try if we're.
Emmy and Siki are scouting the place already. They left like maybe an hour after y'all proposed the idea.
Well, let's hike. Let's go. No stealth rolls on this one, right? Straight to Sunhome.
Okay, so hold on. Let me transition y'all's map. So y'all are currently. Come on.
Ma'am.
Here, and y'all want to go here, which is going to involve getting across the Barwin Hill neighborhood, and then crossing the Sin Hill neighborhood.
Yes. So that's going to be
fun.
If we just had brought the drummets.
Well, let's leave that problem for next session as it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah, we're just about done for the day. We started a little late. It's getting a little late. I do appreciate someone in chat was asking questions about donations and interactions with players. I don't have stuff set up for that just yet, but we will be taking donations, and I will be putting up a Patreon soon where people can make requests, suggestions, or vote on polls about what's going to happen in game.
Yeah, we might discuss something later of session mechanic. It's like, yeah, we might discuss something amongst ourselves about some in-session mechanic to allow you to get stuff to happen with donations. But
yeah,
that's a future issue. It's like,
I am more willing to do something like donate bits to influence the game on one-shots and more improvisational games than I am on a tailored game like this one. But it's something that we will discuss going forward, especially if that's something other people are interested in. So we're going to go ahead and call it a day at this. That was a really long combat, but I enjoyed that. I'm going to pop us back to the title page.
Yeah, you got a lot of hard work and focus on this one. Definitely with introducing a new NPC.
Yeah. And this is like one of the first of the council. Sorry, never mind. Anyway, yeah. So, I would like to thank everyone for watching us. If you're watching this on Twitch, please follow us. We really appreciate it. We're so close to our 50 follower goal that I can, taste it. If you're watching this later on YouTube, please surprise. Oh, wait. Go ahead, Meryl. Do your line.
Yeah. Please always make a polite both.
And your moment of zen for today, don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things.
God damn it. So, this has been the Bonus Roll Second Sight Agency. If you are listening to this on podcasts in the future, are we still around? Are we okay? Leave a comment and like us if you can. Anyway,
People of tomorrow. This is a message from the past.
okay, I have papers I have to write. Everyone, thanks for joining us. We will be back hopefully next week with hopefully Tux.
Yeah, sorry, Ingrid was less of her usual. Even the armor was not going to compensate for this encounter from her backstory. There's no way it could have. We'll get back
Next
to the
week
normal.
I may be a little bit loopy, but I should be
next
here.
time.
I have to say,
No.
I was 50-50 on whether he would cast it on... the decision was that he would cast Dominate on whoever was the first person to approach with combat intentions. And, I figured it was either going to be Griggum or I figured it was going to be Rail. And it turned out to be Rail, and then he's like, Puppet.
Yeah.
Y'all are really lucky y'all beat that roll against the blood. Because if y'all had failed that, y'all would have been affected by confusion.
Yeah, in the middle of combat with 3 of our own and 1 opponent. Yeah, that would have been tough.
Remind me to never fight that guy again.
I've told y'all before, I am not going to pull punches on y'all. I'm not going to actively try and kill you, but I'm not going to pull punches. Yes. Okay, that was fun. Follow our Twitter at Bonus Roll for announcements on changes to our schedule. To everyone who followed us today, thank you so much. It meant a lot to me, because we had been sitting at 44 for 2-3 weeks almost?
And we're so close to the magic 50.
Yeah, we're almost there, guys.
We'll get there.
Oh, hey, episode 21, Blackjack.
Yeah.
Alright, I was just buying time so that the live count would be closer to 4 hours, which would make it a little bit easier for me to edit it down. We're done. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Take care, folks.